good things happen when you put the puck on goal. And they would take the lead by 1 yet again.
Gillard after it, back behind his own goal. And has it taken away by Winterton. And now a big-time pile-up in the near side circle. Thrown in front, off a skated in. Jack Phibbs just throws it to the goal, goes off the skate of Dan Murphy and into the net. And it's 5-4.
Well, the Otters, no, there was no quit in this squad. Not looking to drop one to the Flint Firebirds. And with 8 seconds left in the hockey game, in the third period, goaltender pulled Peter Chaika, coming up big for the hat trick in tying this game at 5.
Now to the corner once more. Guided up the wall. Jammed up ahead, but not out. 16 seconds to go. Erie sets up Duff. One-timer. Kick save made. Rebound in front. Dolan puts it home! The Otters chop it in! Stop the press. We're tied at 5 with 8.6 on the clock.
As you can tell, pile up in front of the net. At 77 and 72, the goal belongs to Peter Chaika. The Otters check forward. Has his third of the night, even at 5. And it's into overtime. Or the Erie Otters, well, they've failed 4 times in the extra frame before heading to a shootout. And this time, Jamie Drysdale, the 4th overall selection by the Erie Otters at the most recent OHL priority selection. Well, he puts on some magic to give the Otters a 6-5 win.
And they run into the referee, and Erie's going to have numbers. On the way is Drysdale with Maximovich. 2-on-1. Drysdale right wing side, drags to the front. Drysdale, hey! Shoots and scores! Jamie Drysdale drags to the middle, wires it home, and the Otters complete the comeback. 6-5 over the Flint Firebirds. Drysdale, what a rush!
Otters prevail. They down the Firebirds 6-5, and now, 6 days later, it's back at the Erie Insurance Arena against the same Firebird squad. Hello, everybody. I'm Aaron Cooney. It's the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Otters and Firebirds once more. Last time they were on this ice, it was the home opener as the Erie Otters down the Firebirds 12-1. But this Flint team, as they continue to scrap away, but no matter who they battle against, they gave it to the Erie Otters early, and now Erie has to be prepared on home ice. And we'll go through the lineups. We'll have it all for you as the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show rolls along. Lots more coming up. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza, artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast bar perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Peachtree Square in Erie.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital are collaborating for cancer breakthroughs. We're sharing insights to help improve treatment times and results for you and your loved ones. For certain types of cancer, radiation treatment times have been cut in half and achieved the same level of success, exposing patients to less radiation and giving them a chance at a quicker recovery. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
The 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage and G4 sedan, your choice now, only $99.88 at $149 a month. Did you know that it only takes less than $3 in gas to get from Erie to Meadville, or vice versa in a Mitsubishi Mirage and Mitsubishi G4 sedan? Both vehicles get over 40 miles per gallon highway and come with standard features such as rear view camera, a 7-inch touchscreen, and Bluetooth, along with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Yes, that's right. You can choose either vehicle for only $99.88 at $149 a month. Come see the exciting lineup, including the all-new Eclipse Cross, only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Discount on both vehicles includes $500 dealer APR cash, which requires financing through dealer indirect lending service. Payments are free to 84 months at 4.9% with Tier S approval. Price is prior to tax, title, and license. Discount may not be combined with any other offers.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. I'm Aaron Cooney. It's the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Otters and Firebirds, third time this season. And the Otters looking for, well, the series win. They only see each other 4 times on the year. Midwest Division for the Erie Otters, West Division for the Flint Firebirds. It's in the same conference, but this conference matchup here will round out as the Otters have taken the first two hockey games. 12-1, the opener here from the Erie Insurance Arena. And then just this past Saturday in overtime, downing the Firebirds 6-5 on Jamie Drysdale's game-winning goal there early on the Otters. Well, for that group, their second shift, 2 minutes and 1 second in. As the Otters, well, a bit of a different look here as we look at our lineups. It's our Marsh Real Estate Services lineup. As Dan Murphy gets the net for the Erie Otters. He ended up getting the win on Saturday as he replaced Noah Battaglia, who gave up 3 goals on 7 shots. He was the starter to begin that hockey game, Noah Battaglia. But the Otters needed a shot in the arm. Switched things up, went with Murphy. Ended up becoming the goaltender of record when the Otters tied the hockey game in the second. Murphy gets a start tonight. 10-12, 1-0, 3.81 goals against average, and an .876 save percentage for the 18-year-old out of Guelph, Ontario. Tonight, for the Erie Otters, you can scratch number 14, Hayden Fowler, and number 49, Luke Beamish, which takes us to our UPMC injury report with Fowler out until the end of January, early February, with the fracture in his clavicle. And I had heard that he's maybe a little ahead of schedule. So that could be good news for Erie. If you can get Hayden Fowler in January, right when the Erie Otters expect to play their best hockey the second half of the season, that could be a major boost for the Erie Otters, getting Hayden Fowler back in January as opposed to looking towards February if you're looking at the 3 months recovery, as he was originally given 8 to 12 weeks out with that fracture in his clavicle. Luke Beamish also a scratch for the Erie Otters. He is out with an upper body injury, and he is day to day. So we'll see if the Otters get him back tomorrow, and if not, you got a whole week before the Otters take to the road for another lengthy road trip. They'll make a Western Ontario swing, taking on the Windsor Spitfires, Sarnia Sting, and then the London Knights right before Christmas is tonight. It is the Flint Firebirds, and we'll keep it inside the Western Conference, taking on the Firebirds for the third time this season. For Flint, you can go ahead and start. The overage goaltender, Emmanuel Vella, originally a London Knights pick in 2014, was then sent to Mississauga, played the year last year there. On this season, 1-15-1-0, 5.40 goals against average, and an .864 save percentage for Emmanuel Vella, the Toronto, Ontario native. Scratches for the Flint Firebirds include number 10, Connor Roberts. He is out with an upper body injury. Scratch number 11, Dennis Busby. He's out with a lower body injury. He has not played a game this season, and boy, would they love to have him back on the back end. A Arizona Coyotes pick, 5th rounder in 2018. Hasn't played a game this season. Only played 2 games last year. He has been certainly bit by that injury bug and has not been able to stay healthy. Also scratch number 22, Marcus Gretz. He's out for the Flint Firebirds tonight as well. And number 37, Luke Kavlin, 17-year-old goaltender, is serving his 4th game of a 5-game suspension. So that's why you see Emmanuel Vella back between the pipes for the Flint Firebirds here this evening. Well, the Erie Otters set to take on the Firebirds tonight. Brendan Sellen of the Erie Otters finding his way in the Ontario Hockey League. I caught up with him earlier this afternoon. When we come back on the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show, we'll chat with Brendan Sellen, rookie forward for the Erie Otters. That's coming up when we return. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, "Dad, I'm a match, let's do this."
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail. I did choose UPMC.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. that means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Aaron Cooney here, joined this time by Erie Otters first-year forward Brendan Sellon. And Brendan, now that you're over a third of the way in, how do you feel in the OHL?
A lot more comfortable. It's been not an easy transition, but I think it's been we've got a lot of help from the coaches and the teammates to make it an easier transition. And I think we're starting to feel better in the league, feel more confident about ourselves. So it's been going good.
And you've bounced around a good bit around the lineup in a handful of different situations, and you name it. And a lot of that, not just from, I'm sure there's reward, and there's been injuries, and there's been opportunities there. How do you address something like that as a first-year player, and you see yourself, maybe bumped up, and you're playing with a guy like Kyle Maximovich or maybe some of these other veteran guys? Yeah, that feels obviously really good to know that the coaches trust me to be in those situations. And now that I'm on PK, I'm definitely learning a lot and how to move up in the ranks a little bit. So yeah, I've been learning a lot about that too. What's the secret to the PK? When you look at the group, and I read it's a handful of guys that have been doing it for a while, and they've been trying to move in some players, some of the best players into that situation, as Chris Hartsburg's told me here in the recent couple of weeks. What have you learned and picked up from those guys, and what do you look to show BJ Adams when you're out there? A lot of effort. It's all about effort, and you're competing, your will to get the puck out, and I think showing a lot of smarts too, and not being patient out there. So a lot of things I've learned along the way about how to be a good PKer, and yeah. Well, you guys had the Flint Firebirds up in Flint just under a week ago last Saturday, and may not have been the best of starts, as Chris mentioned to me just a little bit ago, but you guys still pulled out the victory. What was the message there between periods? You go down 3-1, you end up down 4-2 at the end of one, and you still rally back. Yeah, it was just be resilient, keep going. We knew that we were things were going our way a bit, but we knew we were going to come back in the game the whole time, and we did. Obviously, we didn't come out to the best start, but I think we picked it up as the game went on. So, and to come after a game like the night prior, obviously, you heard the chances, and the game really wasn't as bad as the score kind of indicted against the London Knights, but it has to feel pretty good to get back on the winning side and to rebound, knowing that's not the kind of game that really shows what this Erie Otters team is. Yeah, we were disappointed. Obviously an 8-1 win isn't the result we want, but at the end of the day, I think we're taking steps here, and a win to get back on the win track, like you said, is important for us. You saw them just a bit ago. You know what the Flint Firebirds can do. You know that they can come out and they can score with you the way they did in that first game, and it's a little different from the first time around. How do you prepare for this game just 6 days after seeing them up in their building? Yeah, we can't go into this game thinking it's the first game. They had an off game. They came in late here. They were tired, so they're going to give us their best game. We got to be prepared to match it. All right, thanks, Brendan. Have fun here tonight. Thanks, Aaron. That's Brendan Sellon of the Erie Otters. Face-off is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital connect care managers and personal doctors to simplify your care and give you peace of mind. We're teaming up to make sure members with complex health conditions like diabetes and heart disease have a dedicated care manager working with their doctors to make sure they get the right care in the right place at the right time. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent, together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
When you have a great name you can trust, you know where you can get a great used car with guaranteed credit approval. Erie Auto Credit, the home of guaranteed credit approval 100% of the time. Stop in today or go to erieautocredit.com.
Sadly, crime can strike anyone at any time. The good news is the Crime Victim Center of Erie County has been here for 45 years helping all victims of crime, be it rape, theft, assault, vandalism, burglary, or abuse. Report any crime to the police within 72 hours to secure your rights to victims' compensation and restitution. Call the Crime Victim Center of Erie County at 454-9414. They'll assist you in filing a claim, and if you need counseling, contact them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're not alone. The Crime Victim Center of Erie County can help. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
When you need a loan and you don't know where to get it, you gotta call Erie Auto Credit, Erie Auto Credit, and ErieAutoCredit.com.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The Star Spangled Banner, the kids from East Middle School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Erie Insurance Arena, where tonight the Ontario Hockey League presents the Erie Otters hosting the Flint Firebirds. Hello again, everyone. Aaron Cooney along with you as we get set for OHL action once again. Otters and Firebirds. Well, for the Erie Otters, it's back-to-back games against the Flint Firebirds. They just missed it this past Saturday. The Otters come from behind to down the Firebirds 6-5 in overtime. Since then, the Firebirds had a pair of games against the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, one that got away on Sunday, 5-3, and then, well, the schedule has not been favorable here for the Flint Firebirds as they went up to Sault Ste. Marie on Wednesday, fell 7-2, had to drive back home in through a snowstorm, get back Thursday morning, then get up and head right here to Erie to get in last night, and now take on the Erie Otters at the Erie Insurance Arena here from Erie, Pennsylvania. We're set for face-off as it's bounced back into the Otters zone. Face-off won by the Otters as Jack Duff on for Henry and quickly ahead for Max Golod to deflect it down right wing side. Inside the Flint territory, Golod bounces around in with Peter Chaika, who came off that hat-trick performance that tied the hockey game against the Firebirds on Saturday as Kyle Maximovich chases this one out to center ice. Brought in, however, by the Firebirds and knocked down is Yuba down to the far side boards of the Otters zone, but Keplin's going to knock this one down. Center out in front, just off the stick of Ty Delandria, and it settles for a shot that goes off a blade, deflected out of play by Erie. And our first whistle, 33 seconds in to this hockey game. As Christmas, and you know what, a birthday came early for Peter Chaika, as just mentioned that hat trick the other night for Peter Chaika. And then shortly, a few days after that, named to the preliminary roster for the Czech Republic's World Junior Championship team. He will head off to British Columbia next week on Wednesday. These are the last 2 games for Peter Cech with the Otters here in what could be until the new year. Here come the Otters down far side. A backhand try by Chad Yetman's off the mark and played up the near wall, where it's intercepted by Evan Vierling. Skied out towards neutral ice. Daniel Singer will take over, and that one went off the stick and the skate of Jake Durham. Here's Drysdale once again, the hero from this past Saturday in Flint. On for Garrett Podubny, right wing side. Freshly donning an A for the Erie Otters, added this as he's now a alternate captain. And onto the leadership squad for the Erie Otters as this one bounced off a blade and out to center ice. Changes on for Flint. Erie gathers from their own end. No score here early. Daniel Singer. His pass up off the stick of Alex Gritz, but sent back onto neutral ice, and a nice play by the blade of C.J. Clark to take that one away from Dan Singer and played into the Otters zone. It'll be settled by Brendan Kishnick after that flipping, and here comes Emmett Sproul with speed right wing side. Drop pass to Gritz. Sends one towards the goal. It sails just wide. Settles on the side of the cage. Flint digs it out. Working on near side. Phibbs out to center. Tries to pass across. Shoved to the ice by Alex Gritz, and the Otters take the biscuit. Here's Sproul trying to make a move and lost his edge as he tried to hop over a sliding defender. The other way here for a wrist shot. Left side, Wismer. Stopped by Dan Murphy for the game's first save. A minute and 58 seconds into the hockey game. No score here from Erie early. And the draw will be to the right of the Otters' 18-year-old goaltender of Guelph, Ontario. Taken 301st overall in 2016. Signed almost a year ago for his first start in December of 2017 in Windsor. Here's a shot from the point. Save made. Another one on Wismer out in front of Dan Murphy as it's worked on back behind the Otters goal. Kicked there by Dan D'Amato. Followed up, though, by the Firebirds. They get out to the point. Worked on right side. Holding, drifting, firing one, and that was blocked by the Erie Otters as put towards the goal by Riley McCourt. And the Otters back to center. Right wing side, Hoffman walking in. Wrist shot. Good save made. Right out. Big rebound. D'Amato couldn't pot it. Here's McCourt. He'll bank one out to center ice. Duff, he runs a man over also. And the Otters come rambling back in left wing side. Snapped around the horn by Winterton. D'Amato follows up. Shuffles it to the corner. There's Brendan Selin. D'Amato hustles back behind the net. Moved here by Yuba. Almost squirts out near side for Selin. But it's gathered up by McCourt. And ahead go the Firebirds to the center. And they'll snap it in off the stick of Curtis Henry. Down near side. Duff. He'll plant the man. That's Yuba on the end glass. And allows Henry to hold things as the Otters finish up a change. Here 3 minutes into the hockey game. Shuffled in right wing side by Kyle Maximovich. Oka Nilsson grabs there. Wheels behind his net. With Peter Chaika in the hunt. But it's skied back and off a body into Erie ice. No icing here as Henry goes to play it. As he's bumped by Ethan Kappen. Now Max Gola twists from traffic. Takes a bit of a bump. Continues to work it up the right wing wall, as Delanger takes it right back. Rips one from long range. Puck back to Erie's ice. Delanger on the near side corner. Planted by Duff. Chaika watches the centerman. A C-rated prospect for the upcoming NHL draft for Peter Chaika. You may see him skyward in the rankings that will be coming out here soon. A shot from long range. Scooped up by Murphy. He'll hold on. 16:20 to play, first period. Otters and Firebirds scoreless here from the Erie Insurance Arena early. Now the Firebirds will be looking for their first road victory of the season. 0-13 when on the road and away from the Dordt Federal Event Center. Another try from long range. Snared by Dan Murphy, and he's up to 4 stops so far early on this Friday night. The last 2 games that you'll see the Erie Otters on home ice before the holiday break. And the Saginaw Spirit tomorrow. Little USA rivalry weekend for the OHL teams here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Here's Dan Singer out to center ice after the Otters took the draw, working on down right wing corner. Battle away as jumping in to help out Chad Yetman. Gets that thing loose, but it's grabbed by Hunter Holmes in behind the zone goal. Plays it out ahead off the body of Ryan Bangs. It'll settle once more at center. Erie chops it forward. Daniel Singer reels it in with Podubny in tow. Comes in 1-on-4, Dan Singer. Battles with Ryan Bangs, the former London Knight. Got out to the circles. Here's Yetman. He gets loose. Knocked off his stick. Comes to Drysdale. Puts it towards the goal, and it's off a leg wide. Settled by Singer to Drysdale, right side. He'll come down to the half wall. Lost the handle as he had Vierling all over his back. But Yetman holds in as he was stationed at the point. Back on for Garrett Podubny. Watching is Yetman. Hands off Drysdale at the blue line. He'll walk the tightrope on across. Wheels left wing side, burst to speed. Drysdale throw it in front. Just past the tape of Chad Yetman. And Drysdale, he's got it once more. Going for a little skate. Onto the far side wall. Drops it in down deep. We followed up here by Bangs. As a 2-for-1 on a hit for Dan Singer. And the Otters after the puck once more. Tucked ahead by Gritz. Drysdale, head fake, waits. Defender lost his stick. Gritz has it. Rich shot. Sails high over the goaltender. Off the end glass. And bounced out to center off the back end by Jake Durham. And a much-needed change for the Flint Firebirds as the Otters finish up one of their own. 5 minutes into this hockey game, no score. Sproul back in as Kishnick holds in from the blue line and enters left wing side. He'll jump in the fray. Behind them, tries to tuck it out in front. Mack looking for it. Bouncing onto that puck is Vela. And he'll hold on and gain the whistle with 14:39 to play first period. No score. Otters and Firebirds here for the third time as the Otters will look to take the season series here tonight. They won the first two. As we mentioned, opening night here at the Erie Insurance Arena, September 22nd, 12-1. It was part of a 17-game losing streak for the Flint Firebirds to open this 2018-2019 campaign. As the Otters and the Firebirds both see themselves down at the bottom of the standings in the Western Conference. 9th and 10th as the Otters sit just one spot ahead of the Firebirds in the Western Conference playoff picture. As it's bounced out the center here by the Firebirds. Little help for Kishnick from his teammates. Bounce the puck inside Flint territory. And from the near side corner, Gritz. He's got goals in each of his last two hockey games. But it's taken off of his stick and bounced ahead. Played by the Firebirds, taken by Kishnick at his own line. Sends it out for Sproul, gloves it down, reels this right back in front of our linesman Ray King. Firebirds again take control. They'll just pitch it back out to center ice. Erie returns the volley down from behind the red line, resulting in an icing call. And the face-off inside Erie territory. It'll be to the right of Dan Murphy with the start here tonight. Came in to relieve Noah Battaglia Saturday night in Flint in that first period. Became the goaltender of record as the Otters tied that thing up twice. And then eventually took it. Murphy 10-12, 1-0. A 3.81 goals against average and an .876 save percentage for the Otters' 18-year-old goaltender. And sent on to the Otters' far side corner. Delandre after it. He had a pair of goals against the Otters on Saturday. Both in the first period. As Erie looking to clear their own zone. Yuba keeps it alive. Run into by Chaika. Delandre has it now. Centers out in front. Blocked by the Otters on the bang-bang play from the right circle. And Kyle Maximovich will carry the mail to center. Drop it in. Finds it at the half wall. Now goal line. To Henry. Left side. Open man Duff. Throw it in front. Deflected towards the net but wide. As Peter Chaika chips it back behind the net to the near corner. Kyle Maximovich. He'll run Nilsson on towards the wall. Henry pinches in. But the puck out towards the blue line. Not out. Chaika is there. Beats a man. It's goal on left wing side. Walks in. Gives to Henry. And he sends it wide on an open net. And off go the Firebirds. And they have numbers. On a right wing side. Delandre looking for Kappen. Pass off his stick. And behind him. And now Erie wants to skate. They'll slow things down as Goldlod settles it. As both teams, beautiful chances. But Curtis Henry misses a wide open net. As he tried to get in position to get that shot as the pass from Goldlod. Right across the zone of the Flint Firebirds. It remains scoreless here. Goldlod still after the offensive zone. It's moved out to center here by the Firebirds. And as the Otters finish up the change of their forward unit, they'll tuck it on in from the near side. That was Brendan Sellen, but quickly escapes out to center, and Wismer sends it on in for the Firebirds. Martin turns it on the near side boards as he went sliding down to the ice in a collision. He'll fight for the puck once more. He'll find Brendan Hoffman. Now D'Amato out of the zone. Right back for Hoffman. Charging in right wing side, looking for Drysdale. Pass was off the mark. And then dropped to center ice by Flint. No score in the game. Shots 4-1 in favor of the Firebirds right now. And almost 8 minutes off the clock, but Erie probably had the best chance of the night. With Curtis Henry just missing on that one-timer from the right circle as he jumped in on the play and was fed by Maxim Golan. Turning to the far side, Kolyachonok swings it right back to the near side corner. Held up there as Hoffman came crashing into the zone. Drysdale will let one fly. That sailed high over the net of Emmanuel Vela. Crashing in and holding this one. And Ryan Martin's got it once more. Backhander back behind the goal. Moves by the Flint D. Clark looking to escape the zone. He's tied up by Drysdale, who activated. And from the point position, has it lifted out to center right in front of him. And Ryan Martin now 1-on-1 against Durham towards the Otters blue line. Durham gets around Ryan Martin. Look out. In behind the Otters net. Wraparound try. Saved by Murphy. And then gathering the puck in and sending it out to center ice. The Otters on the clear, and this will result in an icing call with 11:22 to play. First period. No score here from the Erie Insurance Arena. And the puck comes back to Erie territory after the icing on the play by Brendan Hoffman. They combined for 6 goals in the first period Saturday night. A little bit slow to get going, at least on the offensive side here. I'm sure you know who you're playing, you know your opposition after just seeing each other 6 days ago. As the Otters look to skate out to center ice, Garrett Podubny protecting here on the back end and just cruises into the zone. Waves it for Yetman out of the corner. Just on is Daniel Singer to complete the change after the icing call. Henry holds from the point. Drops it off on the near side. Duff trying to just keep it in. Does chip it around a man, but the Firebirds have it. And they send it out to center. And here's Durham right wing side. 19 goals on the season for Jake Durham. And he's planted down on the ice and sent on his wallet by Curtis Henry. Puck grabbed by the Otters. A penalty on the way. And I think this one's going to Erie for knocking down a second hit on Jake Durham. And coming across is Garrett Podubny of the Otters. And the first power play belongs to Flint. Erie to the Planet Fitness penalty kill on in. No, I don't know. Flint went 0 for 1 against the Erie Otters on Saturday. Erie went 0 for 2, but here we go to the power play. Flint, one-timer, off wide from the right side. On the shot coming off the stick of Fedor Gordeev, and they're forced down to center ice here after that misfire. Kolyachonok, and back on for Gordeev. He'll drive it into the zone. Skates through a couple, peels off towards the blue line, settles things down. The two blue liners now hold. Once more, Gordeev. Kolyachonok, his shot blocked by Chaika, and it'll roll towards the blue line, but not out. But they overskate on a second here. Erie's got a chance to clear, but fanning on the try is Maximovich. But they give it right back to Niner. And Maximovich, he'll scoop this out the center, where it's settled by Kolyachonok once more and ahead for Fedor Gordeev. Sends it on across. That's tipped by Alex Gritz. That'll bounce across the line, and it'll force the Firebirds offside. Here at the midway point of the first period, 9:59 to play, no score. And the Otters on the Planet Fitness penalty kill for another minute 13. Erie's penalty kill, 19th in the league at 69.6%. A little better addition on home ice. It worked at a 76% clip. But at the Erie Insurance Arena, only 12 power play goals allowed. They've killed 38 of 50 here from this building. Gritz will send them back into their own end. And a reset. Firebirds 20th overall on the power play. 12.2%. They have 12 power play goals in the year. The least in the league as it's brought in left wing side. And they look to set things up. On from the near side, Durham. Wheels in back behind the Otters net. Gives out to the point. Gritz reads that one and just drills it down ice. With half a minute to go on the Garrett Podubny minor for interference. They'll try the right side through neutral ice. Feed it on across, and Durham walks in, can't get the wrist shot away, trickles off his stick after the block, and the Otters pitch it out ahead, nicely kept in from the right point, and saucered across, walking in, wrist shot, scores! It's McCourt. Nicely held in on the far side as Delandria sets him up, and Riley McCourt sends it through traffic, and the Firebirds open the scoring 1-0 with the power play goal. Well, Erie a chance to clear over on the far side boards after Jake Durham tried to run the gauntlet in through the Otters circles. His shot was blocked. Erie had a chance to clear. Nicely kept alive at the blue line of the Erie Otters. Dished across to McCourt through traffic. That shot gets through. Looked like Murphy didn't get a clean view of it. And it goes top shelf. 1-0 Flint. They open the scoring once more. Just as they did on Saturday night back in Flint. And for the Otters, that means coming from behind again. They only have 10 first goals on the season, and this is game number 29 for them. That's the second least first goals in the league. Here's Golan with a chance from the right side, sticked away by Vela. And then pitched out to center ice on the backhand, and a hustle play here to the honor zone as Kishnik after it. He's going to draw a penalty. Got the free hand on him. And the chance for the Otters to tie things up with a man advantage when they come back from the TV timeout. 8:21 remains in the first period. Firebirds open the scoring. Power play goal for Riley McCourt. It's 1-0 Flint here from the Erie Insurance Arena.
I'd have to ask where they got back at home base.
1-0 Flint. Firebirds with a power play goal to take the lead. And now it's the Otters' chance. Jacob Winterton goes off for holding. Plymouth Tavern power play takes the ice for the Erie Otters. 18.1% on the league. They have scored on 19 opportunities out of the 105. Here's Drysdale. Fumbles the face-off win, but the Otters do set up shop left wing side. Maksimovic quickly down for Yetman. Back to Kyle Maksimovic. He'll find Drysdale. 3-point night on Saturday. A career high for the Otters' first-year man, selected 4th overall. Put on the right side. Wrist shot. Save made a bouncing puck in front and swept away by Flint. They'll get the clear back to Erie ice. And it's Drysdale winding things ahead once more. Right wing tossed in by Garrett Podubny. Here's Maxim Golan. He'll settle it down from the far side corner. Bounce it ahead for Drysdale at the center point. Now Maksimovic. Cross ice feed. Podubny, wrist shot, scores! Garrett Podubny whistles it home from the right wing side, and we're tied at 1 from Erie. Podubny's 15th of the season, and the Otters answer on the Plymouth Tavern power play to even this one up at 1. That seems to be the set play. Kyle Maksimovic threads it right through the needle, and Garrett Podubny with a heavy wrister puts it up top with Emmanuel Vela moving right to left. And the Otters tie things up at 1. Rattled back into the Flint zone as the special teams for both teams cash in. Here's Duff at the point. Wrist shot. That never made it on the goal. It was blocked by Ty Delandria. And out ahead come the Firebirds. Yuba tucks it around Curtis Henry. Followed up by Jack Duff, and with one hand on the wand, just gives it out ahead. But Emmett Sproul coughs it up. Look out. Delandria left wing side. Throws it in front. Blocked by the Otters. That pass didn't get through. Out ahead for Emmett Sproul and the Otters. Little 3-on-2 on the way. Drop pass for Joe Mack. Back to Sproul. Tucks it to the front, and he sends it over the cage on the attempted shot. Here's a battle in the far side corner. Yuba picks it up from the wall. Sends it ahead for Kepin. On the right wing side, McCourt jumps into the play. Kepin right wing. Wrist shot. Save made. Oh, the rebound just bounces past the stick of McCourt. Kept in by Flint. And onto the far side. It's Jake Durham once more. Bank it off the wall. Held in. Comes out to Bianconi. He'll keep it alive. And here he has to chase down to the near side corner. Duff for his partner Henry. Duff slow to get up here after he was sent to the near side boards. And the Firebirds after the puck once more. Along the near side corner, Vierling jumps in. Their first round pick, 2nd overall, Evan Vierling. Two-ahead at Drysdale. Working with Durham along the near side circle. Otters can take the puck away. And Emmett Sproul, he'll lift it into the zone. Where it bounced towards Vela's net. He'll leave it out of the far side corner, where it's grabbed by Banks. Lots of traffic on the far side wall. Erie just finished a change, and here's Brendan Selland on the takeaway. Leave it to the point. Grabbed here by Martin. He'll activate down the left wing circle and just hand off. It's Dan D'Amato. Tapped it along Selland. Slap shot on the way. Blocked and fearlessly into the circle on a play by Kyle Harris. Here's D'Amato back. Erie still with possession. Drysdale at the point. Martin left side. Flick it towards the goal. Deflected, but never made it on net. That one blocked by Koliochonok. Held by Martin again. Otters still looking for it. Koliochonok, he'll slide on across and bangs. Has some room to skate left wing. That'll get out of the zone as he's hit hard by Hoffman. Rattling the glass along the near side at the penalty box. Tossed in here by Flint. 5.5 to play. Drysdale going to wind things up. Gives off near side looking for Hoffman. Deflected by the Firebirds and kept alive by Clark as he bounces it onto the far corner. Swept there by Martin. Trying to go D to D. Golfed at by Drysdale. He lost his stick in doing so, and the Firebirds have the puck. From the near side corner. Rolls away as they couldn't get out to the front. Guided off by Dan D'Amato and dropped in by Garrett Podubnings. He's bounced off that biscuit and volleyed right back by Flint to the Otters zone. Here's Brendan Kishnick. Wheels in front of his own goaltender. And on his backhand, ahead off his skate. Skipped cross ice. Singer will find it. And he looks to send it on ahead. Off the paddle of Emmanuel Vella, and he's had enough. We'll smother this one and take a break with 4:49 to go in the first period. He wants a little breather. And some changes on the way for the Firebirds. And a 1-1 hockey game here from the Erie Insurance Arena. As the Firebirds 2-8-1 when they score the first goal, but the Otters quickly answer back with a power play goal of their own just moments later. As we said, even at 1. Backhanded ahead by Keppen. That'll get out to neutral ice, where it's quickly sent back in again here by Brendan Kishnick of the Otters. Vella will snap it along. A former third-round pick of the London Knights in 2014. Podubny has it. His wrister. Stick save made. The rebound to the corner. Yuba goes crashing in with Marcus Gillard. Gillard trying to keep this puck alive. Again, flips it up along the glass. Battling here is Yetman as he has McCourt tied up. And it's found again by the Flint Firebirds. Bianconi on the back end ahead. And here they come out to center ice. Flint on the march. In left wing side. Keppen holds. Drags. Backhander. And it was blocked as Daniel Singer came crashing in. Delandry out of the corner, however. Flint cycle game along the near side at the left wing. They'll look for Bianconi at the point. Wrist shot deflected in front. Better save by the Otters' Dan Murphy as he had Ty Delandry stepping in front of him. They go to work back on the near side corner. Almost got it away from Brendan Kishnick as Singer puts a body into Delandry. Down he goes, and Yetman can get it out the center. And he'll bounce it onto the far side corner with 3:40 to play. First period, all even at 1 here from the Erie Insurance Arena in the third meeting with the Firebirds and the Otters. Here's Bianconi in a heap of trouble here. He's knocked down, lost his edge, and the Otters go to work in the far side corner. Maximovich centers, nobody home. Race for it on the near side wall, and it's using the glass. The Firebirds out the center on a play by Winterton. But look out, Harris throws it in front on the counterattack, and they couldn't get a stick on it as it settles onto the near side corner. Kept in by Gordy from long range. Glove down and held. Murphy has the stop with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play here in the first period. And the face off to the right of Dan Murphy. Now Erie against these Flint Firebirds in the last 5 years now. 14-3-0-1, 7-2 on home ice. As they bring it in left wing side, Gola dances around one, backhander, and he just misses wide. And the drought continues for Max Golod. If you talk about a guy that is due a couple crossbars in the road trip over the last weekend, and a nice move again to create the offensive try, but he just cannot buy a goal as the Otters knock down 2 at their own line. On a hit by Jack Duff, and he tries to muscle that puck out of the zone. Kyle Maximovich will help him out, and they find goal on right wing side in neutral ice. He sends it on back towards his blue line, where Drysdale can pick it up and from center red drop it in. Bounce on the far side in Flint territory. Steal here by the Otters as they're working on for Alex Gritz. Right wing side at the face-off dot. Wrist shot off the side of the cage. Sproul after the rebound. Drysdale's going to hold in as he taps it on. One touch for Sproul. Loose puck comes back to Drysdale, but across that blue line and on out towards neutral ice. Clark just charges his way into the zone, gets it across, and floats it onto the far corner. It'll be picked up there by Emmett Sproul and ahead for Joe Mack. He just goes running into the Flint bench and runs a man over as he tries to settle down the puck, but stepped right into Jack Phibbs. Here he rims it in from the near side. Flown ahead by Nilsson and settled here by Jamie Drysdale of the Otters. His pass picked off right out center ice by Harris. Otters quickly counter, and get white shirts to surround them to take the puck away. Once more, it's Flint. Gordeev couldn't reel the pass in, was behind him, and Erie has a man ahead. Here's Sproul, right wing side. His shot off the mark. I think Gordeev may have gotten back to deflect that and get a stick on it at that time. Erie dumps it in from center end, making a change on the play as Gillard puts it onto the body of Vela. Settled by the Firebirds, and they'll work out left wing side. Gordeev floats it ahead. Settled by Curtis Henry. And from the near side boards, he finds Dan Singer. Couldn't reel that in. Delanger takes over at center ice. Works it right wing side as the Otters come bouncing in. Kishnik puts a body onto Kempin as Erie snaps it behind their own net. And the final minute of play, coughed up for Delanger. Nicely taken away by Yetman. And Erie out to center ice here, left wing side. Garrett Podubny. Wrist shot from long range off the mark, but it'll be found by Yetman at the half wall. Back to Singer on the cycle play. Now Garrett Podubny at the half wall. Throws it towards the front, off the end boards. That went off wide as Yetman tracks it down on the far side. He tries the center. That's off his stick. And at the blue line, that'll be held by Curtis Henry. And bounced once more into the air. Delanger knocks it down and forced out the center by Flint. Half minute to play here in the first period. We're tied at 1. Otters and Firebirds, each team with power play goals. As we sit into the final 25 seconds now. With the clock winding down, Henry backs up, gives ground. And will set up the breakout now. Goal on with speed right wing side, picks up the pass from Duff. But would have been off. Oh, there is the offside whistle as he couldn't corral it cleanly, twisting into the zone. And with 12.7 left in the first period, the draw comes here just outside the Flint zone. And Corey Hooper will drop the puck right in front of me. Janka's waved out as he'll go join the Czech Republic in British Columbia. On Wednesday, his flight begins, and he'll head for the tryout process for the training camp. He's on that prelim roster. Final 5 seconds going to roll off here as Kyle Maximovich settles it down in his own end. Heads behind his net, and there's the horn as we have 20 minutes in the books. Riley McCourt with his third of the season, a power play goal for the Flint Firebirds. Just their 13th power play goal on the season. That comes at 11:04, and the Otters answer that one up. A minute and 16 seconds later at 12:20, Garrett Podubny with his 15th of the season, and we're knotted at 1 through 1 period of play. We'll step away from a break. When we come back on the broadcast of the UPMC Intermission Report, and we'll chat with head coach Chris Hartsburg. That's coming up next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash points, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 mega millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this. The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Few things hurt as much as a family or relationship that begins to unravel, and the longer it goes, the worse it feels. No matter how bad it seems, it doesn't have to be that way. There is hope. If you or a loved one needs help, call Family Services of NWPA today. Counseling is available for families, individuals, and couples. Take the first step at fsnwpa.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the UPMC Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here, joined this time by Erie Otters head coach Chris Hartsburg. And Chris, end of a road trip, and I know this team is slumping as a bit late, but it may not have been the prettiest of wins, but your team pulled out 2 points in Flint just under a week ago up at the Dort Federal Event Center. As I mentioned, it may not have been the way kind of you draw up a win and the way you want to see the team perform, but the resiliency and the ability to pull out the 2 points and get the win and head home with a pair, it must have at least helped kind of lessen the blow of that road trip.
Yeah, I mean, certainly you look at the score in London, and I think you'd think it was an ugly game, but I think, we had the chances fairly even throughout 60, as did they. And, I think it was just one of those games where every opportunity they got, they scored, and their goalie was really, really good that night. And then you go into Flint, and, we were sleeping in the first. We ended up down 4-2 after one, and, we come back, and we outscore them 4-1 the last part of the game. And, I think our group, we played well enough in the first. We just, again, some of the opportunities we give up and some of the goals that we give up aren't the greatest. And I think we had a good week this week of getting back to basics in some areas of our game that we need to get better at. And I think the win on the road was big. I mean, it's our 5th road win already this year. I think we had 6 all last year, and I think we're showing signs of growth in certain areas. And then unfortunately we haven't been consistent enough. And I think that's kind of been our focus here. Is making sure we're consistent in certain areas of our game.
And I did want to ask you, and few of the changes, and I think I look at the one, and I don't know if it correlates at all, but Alex Gritz moved over to the wing and on the third line, but has found himself on the score sheet 2 games in a row. Taking that responsibility maybe as a centerman and giving, or not having to rely so much and worry about the defensive side, is that a benefit to Alex in his game?
Well, I think it's any time you get out of the middle of the ice and you play on the wall, allows you to focus on different parts of the game. And, I think it's for Alex, at times it's, he gets caught not moving his feet enough and playing in the middle of the ice, and I think it's tough. I mean, it's hard work, and I think for him just to really simplify it and let him think more straight line and worry about one part of the ice as opposed to really having to cover most of the ice sheet is, he gets rewarded on both goals and makes good play on the first one in London, and then goes to the net on the second one in Flint there. And I think for us, we need him to be good, and certainly I think the productivity this last weekend was good.
Peter Cech had the hat trick in that game, and then earlier this week he's named to the preliminary roster for the Czech Republic at the World Junior Championship. I know he turns 18 next week, right before he flies out and joins the rest of his fellow countrymen in Vancouver. But for him to have that honor and to go ahead, how have you seen him grow in terms of playing on a smaller ice in his first year in North America, and to have this honor as well and look to battle for a roster spot for such a pretty illustrious tournament?
Well, he's starting to show his talent, and I think that's the one thing we hadn't seen enough consistently, and I think he's getting rewarded for it. I mean, he's got tremendous puck skill. He can score, and like I said, I mean, his name being named to that team is really it's deserving. I mean, he's a good hockey player. He deserves to an opportunity to at least try to make the Czech Republic roster, and as long as he plays the way he has been here the last little month and continues to push forward, I mean, he should have a good chance of making the team.
Now, you kind of knew that the Flint Firebirds on that game Saturday, they were going to come out after really embarrassed at the Erie Insurance Arena that first time around back at the home opener for your group. you come right back at it, and you kind of, I don't know, do you expect kind of that mentality, a playoff kind of series, and at least have some angst and some bad blood between these two groups when you see them here once again at the Erie Insurance Arena?
Well, I mean, they've had 2 games since we last played them. They played the Sioux twice, so I don't think so much from their end. I think it's more important for us again, just to, we don't want to give them life. It's not like they have been getting blown out of these games. I think they've been in tight for most part. I think their game on Sunday against the Sioux, they were up late. Sioux came back and had a good push in the third, and then same thing on Wednesday where it was a tie game really halfway through the game. And I think it's important for us to really focus on our game and make sure we're taking care of our part of it. And if we are, then we should be fine. But if we don't, then we're giving them an opportunity to stay in the hockey game.
All right, thanks for coaching. Good luck here against Flint.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron.
That's Chris Hartsburg, head coach for the Erie Otters. More coming up on the Erie Otters Radio Network. You're listening to the UPMC Intermission Report on the Erie Otters Radio Network, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash marks, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital make it easier to get quality care by investing in new facilities close to home, like an enhanced emergency department, renovated operating suites, an all-new cancer center, and the Eastside Health and Wellness Pavilion opening in 2019. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health. Together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters signature sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
What sedan lets you hit the road and not the gas station? With an average of 37 miles per gallon highway, it's a 2018 Nissan Sentra. This compact sedan has a sporty profile thanks to its sleek aerodynamic design. It also has other great standard features like Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. The 2018 Nissan Sentra. 0 down for only $199 a month, sign and drive. What's the best-selling SUV in America? It's the Nissan Rogue. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months, sign and drive. The Rogue has standard features such as zero-gravity seats, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and rear cross-traffic alert. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. Stop in and meet the Rogue family at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peach Street.
18 Nissan Sentra, selling price $19,247, VIN JY320068. 18 Nissan Rogue, selling price $26,100, VIN JP503998. Both leases 12,000 miles per year for 36 with Tier 1 credit approval through NMAC. Lease payment is plus tax, title, license, stock fee, and $595 acquisition fee.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. I'm Aaron Cooney. We're in the UPMC Intermission Report. Otters and Flint Firebirds tied at 1 through 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look and see how we got there. It's going to be special teams play that got us to both of our goals. Is a little slow to start for both these squads. I think Erie, they probably had the best chance of the hockey game in that first frame. As the Otters working inside the offensive zone, Maxim Golo on the left wing side. A pass across the ice from left circle to the right circle. Curtis Henry was jumping on the play. Just couldn't get in the right position. Just kind of moved that shot wide of the net. It was an open cage with Vela moving from his right to his left. But sends it on wide off the end boards. Max Golo, he also had a nice little move to create an offensive chance for himself on a backhander that he missed the net. It would lead to Flint at 11:04 in their first power play opportunity of the hockey game. And with 10 seconds left on that power play, with Garrett Podubny in the box, Ty Delandria nicely holds in a puck at the right point after the Erie Otters failed to clear the puck and just sends it along the blue line. Riley McCourt gets into the zone. Little wrister towards the goal through a lot of traffic. that finds its way through all those bodies and over the shoulder of Dan Murphy, which makes it 1-0 Flint, the power play goal at 11:04. But the Otters, they get a power play chance of their own, and just a minute and 16 seconds later, the Otters come knocking with a power play tally of their own with the Plymouth Tavern power play on the ice. Well, the play that we've seen quite a few times from the Erie Otters. Center point, Drysdale gives to his left. That's Kyle Maximovich, who feeds it right through the entire PK unit, cross ice onto the tape with Garrett Podubny, and he wires this one home to tie the hockey game. One aside, power play goal for the Erie Otters. They add one on home ice, and that's where we sit after 20 minutes of play. Shots 9-7 in favor of the Firebirds. Both teams 1-for-1 on the power play. Both teams 0-for-1 on the penalty kill. And for Garrett Podubny, he adds his 12th goal of the season on home ice alone. 15th of the year as Garrett Podubny enjoying home ice. Looking to climb back into a point-per-game player here for the Erie Otters. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheridan Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You Otter Beef, staying with the best. Here on a Friday night in the OHL, 7 other games going out there. Light it up, see what's going on out there. The Oshawa Generals lead the Mississauga Steelheads 2-1. Windsor Spitfires, fresh off of a trade, sending Michael DiPietro over to the Ottawa 67s. They trail the Sarnia Sting 1-0. We're scoreless in Sudbury with the Sudbury Wolves and the Barrie Colts. The Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds with a 3-0 lead on the Guelph Storm after one period. In Ottawa, as Michael DiPietro making his Ottawa 67's debut against the Gatineau Olympics. They're scoreless there 7 minutes into the first period. Kitchener and North Bay, they're scoreless as well. The London Knights and the Kingston Frontenacs, 7:30 start. They are scoreless 5 minutes into the first period. We got the second on the way. Otters, Firebirds, even at 1. Power play goals aside. Second period coming up next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, "Dad, I'm a match, let's do this."
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail. I did choose UPMC.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
Welcome to Tim Hortons.
I'll take a coffee and...
How about a bagel breakfast sandwich? They're just 2 for $4.
Oh, I like that.
Freshly prepared with savory sausage, fluffy egg, and melted cheese on a freshly baked bagel. Just 2 for $4.
I like that. I just fist bumped your speaker.
Oh, I just fist bumped you back.
Get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a plain bagel or English muffin for just $4. Or mix and match for $4. Great quality at a great value. It's all good at Tim Hortons. No substitutions or additions, limited time only at participating restaurants.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. We're set for the second. Tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. Power play goals on both sides. Riley McCourt for the Flint Firebirds. Garrett Podubny for the Erie Otters, as Podubny picked up his 6th power play goal of the campaign. I'm Aaron Cooney. Into action we go from the Erie Insurance Arena. Even at 1 as Chaika lost the handle back behind his own cage. Evan Vierling takes it over. Poke check by Martin. And Golod sends it out to neutral ice here for Kyle Maximovich. A little backhander gets it into the zone, but it's going to be settled down by Bianconi, who drops it off for Kolyachonok. Back behind his own goal. Back D-to-D again here in a foot race to the Otters zone as Drysdale will chase this one down with Vierling on his back. Leaves it to the near corner, picked off here by the Firebirds. Moved by Holmes to the near side wall. Wrapped up on the near side along the right wing was Jake Durham, and allowed the Otters to pick this up, and ahead they go. Chaika has it knifed off of his blade by Gordeev, and that little rangy reach of Fedor Gordeev, 6'7", 224 pounds, as the Otters send one towards the goal. That's smothered by Vela on the stop. 59 seconds into the second period. Tied at 1 here from Erie. Face-off picked up by the Firebirds. And a bounce off the stanchion will allow Delanger to pick this one up as he'll be heading to Canada's World Junior Camp here soon, named to the preliminary roster. Centering pass almost out of the tape of Delandria. As the Otters set it out to center ice. Singer drops it off at the red line. Gathered by Gordeev. And once more Nilsson. And to Gordeev again. Across the center stripe. Weaves his way into the zone. Wrist shot on the way. It's wide on the glove hand side. Delandria picks it up off the wall. He sends one off a leg of Kempin. Settled by Gordeev. He looks to get it on goal. Erie blocks this up out of play. Into the netting behind Dan Murphy. The face-off will stay inside Erie territory to the right of Dan Murphy. Picked up off the drop. Here's a face-off shot, and the Firebirds send it wide. They'll hold in from the point. Clark gives the cross, picked off by Sproul. Erie ahead for Alex Gritz, left wing side. One man blew a tire. Erie back in front looking for Sproul, gets a handle on it. Draws a penalty, never got a shot away. Erie back to the man advantage here shortly as Gillard sends one off the blocker of Vela. Touched up, controlled by Flint. And another holding call on the way in the hustle from Emmett Sproul. Trying to get the pass from Alex Gritz. Will send Erie back to the man advantage. Plymouth Tavern power play. 1 for 1 here tonight. As Ryan Bangs will take his seat. 2 minutes for holding. Former third-round pick of the London Knights. Sent off the glass and around Drysdale. Forced even further by Holmes down the right wing side. Now to battle in the Otters corner, Winterton with a handful of Erie Otters. Picked up by Kyle Maximovich, and the Otters captain gets it ahead. He just drew into a tie with that assist on the Podubny goal for third all-time in Otters assists with Brad Boyes, as he picked up assist number 168 in his Otters career. Only McDavid and Dylan Strome have more than him. Maximovich back to his own line to pick this up. Snaps it ahead for Garrett Podubny. Off his blade, Gordeev looking for the lane. Can't get it around Jamie Drysdale. He gives it on deeper for Garrett Podubny. In to help out Golod. Yetman sweeps it around the boards. Or Kyle Maximovich is bodied up here by Durham. Again, Golod. Now Yetman in the corner. Off of his stick. Found here by Gordeev. And he'll blast it down ice. And back to be moved by Dan Murphy. A minute off the power play here. Second unit starting to make its way on for the Otters. 1 for 1 on the Plymouth Tavern power play on the first period. Here's Maximovich, cuts around one man, gives over right wing side. The one-timer fanned on by Golod. Played off the skates of Maxim Golod and then fished out to center ice. As Kyle Maximovich gives off to Drysdale in the final 36 seconds of this power play. And Drysdale looking left. It's Sproul, cuts around one man, bounces off the second man as the puck rolls around here in neutral ice. Chaikov, little stick handle move. Can't get it back from the pass from Emmett Sproul. And with 20 seconds left on the man advantage, it's back at the Otters' strike. Singer unable to get it in deep. Here comes Jack Duff. His stick was lifted. Otters still at neutral ice here in the final 10 seconds of the man advantage. Bangs will step out here shortly. Jack Duff off a skate. And the Otters will still hold here at neutral ice. Not much happening as Yuba finally runs into that puck and able to drop it off into Erie territory, and that'll expire the power play time. Launched in by Peter Chaika to the far side corner. Kolyachonok twists away and drops it off going D-to-D. McCourt, their goal scorer on the power play. Gives it up ahead. Now Yuba tapped it towards the Otters line. Sent away by Curtis Henry and gathered once more by McCourt. There's his third of the season. Ramped into the Otters zone. Up off the stick of Vierling. And here he goes chasing the near side. Henry shoved from behind. He goes down behind the Otters net. As that puck was carried out to center by Duff, it's flipped back to Erie ice. A knuckler here to the near side circle with Brendan Sellen unable to control. Vierling sends it out in front. The Otters can intercept as Nilsson almost had that one taken away from him. And the Otters poking ahead to center ice by Brendan Sellen. Otters looking in the fans, looking for calls there. Not going to happen as Gordeev out to center ice. Sends it right around two. Now Nilsson and his skates. He chips it on in. With a couple of Otters looking again for the steal, and they want to head up offensively here. They'll have to wait. Hoffman settles this one down. Throws it cross ice to neutral. And he holds now. A little backhander will float into the zone. Reeled in by Gordeev and Håkan Nilsson again as he backs up from his own circles. D-to-D, Gordeev spun right wing side and into the zone. Here's Wismer. Deflected back down deep. Gillard leaves it on the far corner for Winterton, as Gillard chases back. Can chip it up the boards. Knocked out of midair by the Otters. Brendan Sellen can't clear. Gillard once more in control as he gives some ground, and they'll angle it out near side. Right onto the tape of McCourt. Floated back to the Otters zone with almost 6 minutes off the clock here in the second period. We're tied at 1. Firebirds going to work once more in the Otters' end. And it's Winterton turning around. Lost the handle to the Otters' Brendan Hoffman. And for the rookie defenseman Gillard, he'll drop it into the zone. And the Otters needed that change. They'll get fresh forwards on. Moved up the near side. Gillard puts a body in the Wismer, but the puck is out to center ice, and here come the Firebirds right wing side. Vierling protects on the backhand here, tucks it towards the front. Poked away by Dan Murphy. They hand out to McCourt at the point. Waits, fires, traffic in front. Scooped up by Murphy. He'll hold on after the save with 13:46 to go, second period. Even at 1 here between the Otters and the Firebirds in this third meeting of the season. Here's Kishnick. After the Otters win the draw, bumped by Durham. Here he finds Gillard out to center ice. That's taken away on a pickoff by Vierling. Gola didn't know that puck dropped right next to him, and it's bounced in by the Firebirds. And on down along the goal line. Sends one from a sharp angle. Save made. Backhand try. Murphy comes up with 2 saves. As that puck made its way onto the circles, and the backhander from Kyle Harris gobbled up by the Otters goaltender. And another face-off on his way towards his right. Our referee lineup is brought to you by Visual Options. Ryan Harris, David Chanfree are 2 referees. Corey Hooper and Ray King are linesmen here this evening. Garrett Podomny bounces one to himself to center. Sends it in from the red line and then down deep. Kolyachonok against 2 Erie Otters back behind the net. Otters ended on to the far side corner. Singer comes crashing in. Loses on Garrett Podomny. On for the centerman, Yetman. And his shot is off a stick to the near side corner. Firebirds spin it out to center ice up off the glass. Hustle play here. Backhander try off the side of the cage as Keppen beat out Ryan Martin to the biscuit. Keppen again has the handle. Stop, start, puts it into the corner, chases this one down as behind the goal went Winterton. And the battle continues in the far side corner of the Otters end. Finally gobbled up by the Otters, Chad Yetman. And out to center ice they come. Erie will drop it in on the cross corner shoot-in. 12:38 to play, second period. All even at 1. Both goals coming in the first period as Delanger, a nice move around Joe Mack, comes into the zone, gets around Martin. They'll find the puck in the far side corner. Here's Delanger, knocked down by Martin. Nothing on the way here. They can't drag to the middle of the ice as Kepin couldn't put the move on Drysdale. Erie almost lost a handle. They'll get a little help now as Garrett Podubny finds it and skies it from center red. Erie get a shift change on. Flint knocks it out towards their own blue line. Kept in by Gritz just on. Settled by Emmanuel Vella. Swept around the horn by Håkan Nilsson as Gritz again looking to shovel this one in down deeper. And we moved up to Clark. He's knocked down by Joe Mack. And to the near side corner we go in the Flint zone. Nilsson skates it behind his own goal. Banks it off the wall out to center. And into the Erie zone. No icing as Jack Duff forced to play this puck. And the Otters tap it ahead. Here's Curtis Henry. Cross ice for Gritz. Can't make the move on Nilsson. Clark takes over. Rattle it off the glass and out to center once more. Erie, that's Emmett Sproul. Could make a move as it went off the stick of the forechecker Phibbs. Would have been offside had he touched it up and allows the Otters to skate ahead to center ice. Leave it on the far side corner. 11.5 to play here. Second period, tied at 1 for the Erie Insurance Arena. Puck swept in and moved by Vella. He'll go D to Bianconi. Third round pick of these Firebirds. His most recent OHL priority selection. As McCourt puts on the Ritz, works out to center ice. He hands off left. Shot on the way wide. In the near side corner as they hold in from the point and send it back down to the near side wall where it's intercepted by Jack Duff. He finds Selin ahead. D'Amato heading towards the goal. Selin trying to get it there. Unable to. Is nicely poked by Bianconi. Selin able to dig this one out behind the goal. Comes to the right wing circle. And a little pick play by the Otters. Great space. Here's Selin. Wrist shot. And that misfired. As bit shaken up as Evan Vierling, who was kind of got run into by the Erie Otters, is getting back in time as Kishnik to knock down a man. Inside his own end, playing defensively. As Selin unable to clear. It's grabbed here by the Firebirds. They look to the point. Everybody overskates the puck. It finds its way onto the tape of Marcus Gillard and ahead for Brendan Hoffman. Erie tries to jump in. It's Stryker right wing side. Holds, waits, fires, and he misses wide on the glove hand side. Gillard holds it. Leaves it down the near side wall, but that's taken away by the Firebirds as Kepin trying to dance through and trying to get around Kishnik. He leaves the puck off his skate, and we're going back the other way. Here comes Gola on left wing side. Head of steam, wrist shot, stick save made Vella. And out of the far corner, taken down by Kolyachonok. Kyle Maximovic just on. He's got the handle now. Heads up to the blue line. Body stay with him. Shot to the goal, and that's deflected off a stick wide. Gola poke checked as he was reaching. This is out to center ice as the Otters looking to reset. Maximovic and ahead for Jamie Drysdale, left wing corner. And on the forecheck here, the Otters rookie defenseman. Turned around by Kolyachonok, left into the corner. Chaika, a little back check as he sends a man down to the ice. Here's Maximovic, sharp angle, save made. And the Otters trying to guide it out in front. Singer had it go wide. Left at the circle. Grabbed by Kolyachonok. And on ahead, Delandria. Tapped right back for the rookie defenseman, left wing side. Walks in, throws it towards the front. Sliding is Martin to defend it. And here we go on the counterattack for the Otters. Drysdale to Kyle Maximovic. To the net goes Yetman. Maximovic drags, waits, fires, save made. Rebound in front, kicked around, and the Firebirds gather it in. Ahead for Gordeev. And then left wing side in. Here comes Wismer. Tosses it towards the front. Poke checked by Erie. And just on is Garrett Podubny. He'll carry the mail to center ice. With speed. Can't get around Nilsson. The staple guns him to the near side wall. The Firebirds. Now it's their turn under 9 minutes to go. Tie hockey game at 1. Here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Gordeev reaches to the front of the net. Poked around. Moved by Wismer. And out of the near side corner. Nobody really got a shot away. As turned around, here's Hunter Holmes. Gets away from Curtis Henry. Drops it off on the cycle. As the Otters D that man up. Reaching in, Chad Yetman. To a side from the half wall. Getting loose. Here's Wismer once more. Gets behind the Otters goal. Sends it out to the front. Right on the tape of Holmes, and he sends it wide. Clark has it now. Looking to the blue line. McCourt has it. Waits from the left point. Flick it towards the net. That was blocked. Followed up here by Wismer. And in down low. Hunter Holmes looking for the point man. It's off the stick of the reach of Curtis Henry, and Podubny can skate this one out to center ice. Hand off the Singer, and now the Otters drop it in. They'll change. 8 minutes to play here in the second. A quick period. Not a lot of whistles to go. Shots 14-11 in favor of the Firebirds right now. Ahead for Phibbs. He'll dust it off and into the zone. Phibbs, wrist shot. That's high over the glove hand of Dan Murphy. And back to center where it's reset by McCourt. The Firebirds regroup, and into the zone they come. Bianconi sends it on left wing side from the circle. Bianconi to the net. They flick it that way, and nobody get a stick on it. Too much air on the pass. Backhanded in down deep. That played by Phibbs. Mack will find it off the back of the cage. Quickly knocked ahead to center ice by Erie, and Gritz will sweep it on in. Slowed by Vela. They give off the banks. He just jams it around the horn. And it's grabbed by Phibbs once more with 7:15 to play in the second period. And back to the Otters zone to regroup after the Firebirds make a change. Erie has it and sent ahead off the backhand of Sproul. They use it for Joe Mack off the right wall. Then down deep. Here's Gritz working back behind the Flint net. And on for a fresh body. It's Jamie Drysdale. Gives it towards the goal. Sails just wide off the end boards here. And tossed out to center ice here. Headman pass. It's Winterton. Can't get by Drysdale. And the Firebirds are offside after the poke check from 4 in white. 6:47 to go here in the second period. This thing is just flying on through the second period. But still tied at 1 here from the Erie Insurance Arena in the second. Real food, real beer, real historic atmosphere. That's what you'll find at the brewery at Union Station. Erie's original brew pub and restaurant located downtown at 123 West 14th Street. That's the brewery, proud sponsor of the Erie Otters. Even at 1 here, 6:47 to go in the second, over the halfway point of this hockey game. And an 8-game Friday night on the OHL slate. Here's Nilsson after Flint wins his faceoff. They bounce it off the tape of Ryan Martin into the Erie zone from the circle. Tosses it right back onto center ice. And Oka Nilsson, the overage defender here for the Firebirds. And we're working out ahead. Hubach towards the Otters zone, taken away on the bump pass. And here's Max Goal on left wing side. Jams on the brakes. Curls it in down deep. Chaika going to work. He puts a bump on Gordeev. It's moved up the near side by Nilsson. And again, grabbed by Max Golot. He'll feed Drysdale. Now to Kyle Maximovich, battling in the near side corner. Chaika to help out. Two Firebirds collide on him and take that puck away. And Zuba pass into an area here to be grabbed by Kempin. Turns away from Jamie Drysdale, trying to stay with him. Kempin twists right back down towards the corner. Yuba there to help him out. As 43, and the Firebirds Navy bounces it out towards the blue line. Gordeev, wrist shot, off a stick wide. Picked up on the near side wall by Kyle Maximovich. He can skate the center and just leave it at the blue line. The Firebirds take over, and both teams begin to make changes. Here's Delandry into the zone. Poke check by Yetman just on. Shoveled behind the net of his own goal by Chad Yetman. And here come the Otters right wing side. Daniel Singer, the former Niagara Ice Dog, rambling on into the zone. Wheels in behind the net. Has the puck roll off his stick, but he finds it on the left wing side and hands off to Jack Duff, the point man. Back down and behind the goal for Kara Podobny. Protects on the backhand, trades places with Jack Duff. Podobny pivots right back down the left wing side. Drops it behind the goal. Singer couldn't get there in time. Yetman will as he turns it onto the corner for Kara Podobny. Picked up his 15th of the season early in the first period with a power play tally to even this thing up at 1. Duff will hold in from the line. Waits, fans on that shot. It's going to be bounced ahead here and off goal. C.J. Clark behind Henry. Clark to the goal. Henry gets back and takes the puck away. Then knocks it on down to the near side corner. Duff, the knockdown in front. Here's a backhand try. Clark gets it right back and couldn't stuff it in. Erie will find on the near side wall. Podobny. Erie got a little too comfortable in their own end after that takeaway. And Flint still got an offensive opportunity out of it. Here comes Henry into the offensive zone. Lost the handle as he overskated. The right wing side. Here comes Durham. Man crashing towards the net. Durham waits. Fire save made. Rebound in front. Gathered by the Otters. And Joe Mack sends it ahead, and Erie may have an odd man break. Sproul trying to pick it up. Heads across the blue line, but they're off sides. Just couldn't pick it up in flight with Sproul and Gritz. Got a little bunched up along this near side. And a neutral zone draw on the way. Shot 16-11 here in favor of the Flint Firebirds as the Otters pick up the face-off win and come into the zone. Sproul hands it right off to Flint. Here they come to center ice, right wing side. Tossed across by Durham, knocked out of midair by the Otters. And settled by Marcus Gillard in a 1-1 hockey game here from Erie in the second period with under 4 to play. On the near boards, Gritz trying to tuck it out towards the front. Here now, Sproul bouncing towards the front of the goal, slowed by the paddle of Vela. And then smothered up by the overage goaltender. With 3:45 to play in the second period. And a face-off down to the right of Emmanuel Vela in a 1-1 hockey game. Well, when tied after one period, Flint's 1-3. The Otters 4-2. And we're closing in here on the second. We may be heading tied again. Here's Martin from the point. Throws it towards the front, sticked away by Vela to the near side corner. Gordeev bends off Maximovich, able to guide this ahead, and off go the Firebirds to center ice. Shovel it in from the left wing side. Chased towards the corner. Ryan Martin able to get there first and spear it ahead, but it's found again by Yuba. Eric Yuba, 12 goals on this season, 22 points. The 17-year-old in his first year in the OHL. The Otters find this biscuit, Shaika. And he'll send it ahead for Kyle Maximovich. Bounces into the zone. Here's Golan all by himself. Golan to the backhand. Stopped by Vela. And it's still lows here, rolling around. And it's found by Golan on the right wing circle. Wrist shot. Grabbed by Vela. He holds on. And this is, you talk about a goal drought. Max Golan cannot buy a goal. This is, you can feel for the guy. You talk about the opportunities he's had in the last couple of hockey games, a crossbar in London. He had a post as well in Flint on Saturday. And he's had 2 great chances here in all alone. Unable to beat Emmanuel Vela, tried to tuck it through the 5-hole. That's one of his go-to moves in the shootout. We know he has great stick handling ability, but cannot finish it off. It remains 1-1. Here's Henry. Tossed it across ice after the Otters won that face-off. And in back behind the net. Brendan Selin. Him and Brendan Hoffman battling away. Comes out to Duff. He just slides it back down deep. Off the end board, skips towards the front. Vela blockers it away. And he'll come to Duff once more at the point. Hands off right side. Henry, little half slapper. That was blocked. Stepping into that, Jack Phibbs. Hoffman keeps it alive. They got Selin down low in the corner. They charge to the net, looking for D'Amato. And he couldn't get the stick on it. Just out of his reach as it's shoveled ahead here, but Duff, he comes crashing in, pinching from his point position. Keeps the puck alive, and it's sent in deeper. Brendan Selin. Now D'Amato. Back for Hoffman, trying to sweep it out in front. Knocked off his stick with Selin looking for it also. And they'll sky it back towards Erie ice, where it slows down just a couple feet inside the blue line. Otters moving ahead. Man goes down. Right wing side. Here comes Singer on goal to the back end. He scores! Daniel Singer breaking into the offensive zone, has his 4th of the season. And the Otters take the lead 2-1. Oh man, defender blows a tire at the blue line. It opens things up. Singer just on from the shift change. All by himself. Nicely set up. Puts it onto the backhand for his 4th of the year. And the Otters are ahead 2-1. You talk about a tough break and a backbreaker for the Firebirds. They really didn't give up a whole lot of opportunities. Really good ones in this second period. And then one little trip up at the blue line. And Dan Singer, and he looks for another one right wing side. Right back for Garrett Podubny after the pass across. And Erie has to chase it back behind the net as Joe Mack replaces Chad Yetman, who was slow to get going after that face-off after the goal. Maybe that'll get Dan Singer going here for the Erie Otters. Emmett Sproul looking for it on the far side. Turn around by Kolyachonok. And the puck came up and caught his own man underneath the visor. It's bounced to center ice, poked by Ryan Martin. Joe Mack looking for it. Drysdale doesn't realize the man just hopped on behind him, and now Kempin after him. As Drysdale scoots through the check here, ducks around a man. It was zone defender. Erie into the zone. Wrist shot, Drysdale. It's sticked away by Vela. Mack couldn't find that rebound. The Otters keep it alive here. Gritz tapped it along, looking for Joe Mack. Defended by Flint and up the near side of the final minute of play here. 2-1 game. The Otters just jumped ahead. One-timer, Yuba. Blocker save made by Murphy. Back on for Yuba. And now Delandria. Cuts away from Martin. Up towards the face-off circle. Tapped away by the Otters. And here's Alex Gritz. Leaves it out to center ice for Emmett Sproul. 40 seconds left in the period here as the Otters just jumped ahead for their first lead in the hockey game. Settled at center ice by Ryan Martin. As Duff now floats it on cross corner. Knocked down by the paddle. Vela. He's going to move it here because Golod is quick after it. Erie in the offensive zone. Chaika, nice move around one man. Swept off his stick. It comes to Jack Duff, left side. Floated towards the goal, and it's off the stick of Golod, just wide. 18 seconds to go in the period. Henry winds up. Doesn't shoot. Leaves it left side off his stick. Golod, or rather Chaika going to work, and a penalty on the way to Gordeev. An interference call with Peter Chaika looking for the puck in the near side corner. Gordeev stops up. Bowls over Peter Chaika with 10.3 on the clock here in the second. Erie's going to a power play. Up 2-1. Erie 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. And this will carry over into the third if Erie doesn't score the next 10.3. And that's a big-time penalty killer into the penalty box for the Flint Firebirds as the Otters head to the Plymouth Tavern power play. Gordeev at 6'7", 224. They win the face-off back. Podubny has it. Waits. Fire. Stick save made. 5 seconds ago. Max Simic sweep it in front. That's off his skate. Pops on for Drysdale. Got to get to the goal here. One timer on the way. And it flipped up on Podubny. Sails over the net. And time expires on the second period. The Otters a little bounce here at Erie Insurance Arena as a defender loses his edge right at the Otters blue line. Opens things up for Daniel Singer. He's got his 4th of the season on the break. And Erie has a 2-1 lead heading into the third period. We'll step for a break. UPMC Intermission Report is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Whether you're an empty nester or a new retiree, when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on, and that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Nationally recognized by J.D. Power for outstanding member satisfaction with Medicare Advantage plans. When you need great customer service, count on Blue. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, when you need us most, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. This award is neither endorsed nor given by Medicare. For award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
When you have a great name you can trust, you know where you can get a great used car with guaranteed credit approval. Erie Auto Credit, the home of guaranteed credit approval 100% of the time. Stop in today or go to erieautocredit.com.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Sadly, crime can strike anyone at any time. The good news is the Crime Victim Center of Erie County has been here for 45 years helping all victims of crime, be it rape, theft, assault, vandalism, burglary, or abuse. Report any crime to the police within 72 hours to secure your rights to victims' compensation and restitution. Call the Crime Victim Center of Erie County at 454-9414. They'll assist you in filing a claim, and if you need counseling, contact them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're not alone. The Crime Victim Center of Erie County can help. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
When you need a loan and you don't know where to get it, you gotta call Erie Auto Credit, Erie Auto Credit, and ErieAutoCredit.com. This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash points, cash for life's 3 pick 3s to Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of OHL News, presented by Bauer. Coming up on the show, lots to get you caught up on as Team Canada, Team USA, and many more have announced their selection camp rosters or preliminary rosters for the 2019 World Junior Hockey Championships. We will talk to a player who is headed to the Team Canada selection camp in a moment. But first, this week's OHL On the Run Player of the Week is Jason Robertson of the Niagara Ice Dogs. He had 10 points in 3 games last week with 3 goals and 7 assists and was a +7. Through his first 5 games as a member of the Niagara Ice Dogs, he averaged almost 3 points per game. The native of Northville, Michigan, was named to the USA Hockey selection camp roster for their team for the World Junior Hockey Championships. So Robertson certainly looking to crack the U.S. roster for the World Juniors after impressing as a member of the Niagara Ice Dogs. 4 other OHL players headed to that Team USA selection camp roster: Kyle Kieser of the Oshawa Generals, Joey Keane of the Barrie Colts, Sasha Chmielewski from the Ottawa 67s, and Cole Koski of the Saginaw Spirit. Meantime, Team Canada also announcing their selection camp roster for the World Juniors, and 15 OHL players have been named. In goal, Michael DiPietro of the Windsor Spitfires and Matthew Villalta of the Sioux Greyhounds. 2 OHL defensemen, Evan Bouchard from London and Owen Sound's Marcus Phillips. And then at forward, a good group of OHL players, including Sioux teammates Morgan Frost and Barrett Hayton. From the London Knights, Alex Formanton and Liam Foodie. Also headed to the Team Canada selection camp from the Hamilton Bulldogs, Mackenzie Entwistle. From the Guelph Storm, Isaac Ratcliffe. Jack Studnicka of the Oshawa Generals. Owen Sound's Nick Suzuki. Mississauga's Owen Tippett, along with Gabe Velarde, who of course played for the Kingston Frontenacs last season and currently with the AHL affiliate of the LA Kings. And the last but certainly not least player from the OHL is Ty Dellandrea, and we held Dellandrea for last as I got a chance to catch up with him earlier this week, just about set to head out to the Team Canada selection camp. Ty, right off the bat, how did you find out you'd been named to the Team Canada selection camp roster?
Yeah, I got a call from Steve Steos, and he let me know that I'd been invited to that the camp, and had an opportunity to come and try to do my best to make that team. That's one step, the selection camp roster. Now what? What do you have to do? I know you've got some Flint duties to take care of before you head out there, as you and I talk, but once you get there, what do you need to do to be able to be a part of that team? Yeah, I'm just going to go work my hardest. I think, my game, I can play there. I can play hard, hard to play against, play fast. And so I'm going to go there, just work as hard as I can, just be myself. I'm not going to try to play any different, and be myself and be confident in my game and just try to put the best showing I can in before that camp.
You've been part of Hockey Canada with under 17s, under 18s. What do you remember about those experiences?
Yeah, those experiences have been great. They've been a big part of kind of creating the player I am and going on throughout my junior career. So U17, U18, I've learned a lot from working with other players from around the league and met a lot of new people, a lot of new friends. I think something I learned from that is just how close the competition is at the international level, and how everybody is so close in skill and speed and everything that you just have to go and it's a battle when you're at those international competitions, and it's fun hockey to play. You talk about battling, and obviously the number of players going to the Team Canada selection camp, 30 in that area, and of course, they can't take everybody, and we look at about 15 guys from the OHL. We know it's a competitive camp, but do you almost have to put that in the back burner because, those things are out of your control other than just the way you play? Yeah, it's a competitive camp, but you just you go and play yourself. I think if you play the best you can, you put a good showing forward, they're going to pick the team that they want to have, and with different pieces to add to the puzzle to try to make that gold medal team. So it's competitive, and you're going to be competitive against guys that you maybe play against or know. But when you're out there on the ice, you're just playing another game of hockey and trying to showcase your ability to play the game as best you can.
While not getting ahead of yourself, because there's still things to take care of at the camp, I've got to think when you made the phone call and the text messages back home to let family know you were going to the camp, I'm sure they must have been pretty excited.
Yeah, they were super excited. Yeah, they know that it's been a dream of mine to play in the World Juniors ever since I was a little kid, and so for them to tell them and them to find out, and they've been along this journey with me. So it was exciting for myself, it was exciting for my family and friends. So now we just got to go to camp and try to put the best foot forward.
Speaking of journeys, it's been quite a year for you. I know you and I have had a chance to talk about this recently as well, but with the Dallas Stars being selected at the draft, that it was in Dallas, so of course more people around and sort of almost that hometown feel, Mike Modano being part of the festivities as well. I got to think, I know it's been a few months now, but I've got to think that's got to be right up there among your highlights.
Yeah, extremely. It was extremely exciting. Being in Dallas, getting drafted by Dallas, kind of couldn't have gone any better way. So it was an unbelievable experience, and to be there with family and friends and be able to share that moment, with people that have helped me along the way, and just celebrate with them. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
That was Ty Delandria of the Flint Firebirds, one of the 15 OHL players named to the Team Canada selection camp for the upcoming World Junior Hockey Championships, which of course open Boxing Day in British Columbia. Here's a look at this week's key SCHL Top 10 rankings, and once again the Ottawa 67's the top OHL club, and they moved up one spot in the national rankings this week, now number 2 in the country, still trailing the Prince Albert Raiders of the Western Hockey League. The London Knights remain at number 4, with honorable mention to the Sioux Greyhounds. The OHL's top performers of the month of November are out. Jason Robertson, who we talked about earlier, is the OHL Player of the Month with 30 points in 12 games in November. The Defenseman of the Month from the Ottawa 67s, Noel Hoffenmeyer. He had 16 points on the back of 3 goals and 13 assists in 12 November games. The Rookie of the Month also comes from the Ottawa 67s. That's Marco Rossi, as he certainly put up very impressive numbers and is the Rookie of the Month for the second straight time. And the OHL Goaltender of the Month is overager Joseph Raymakers of the London Knights. He had an 8-0 record with a 1.99 goals against average and .936 save percentage. And from the ice to the classroom, a quick look at the OHL's Academic Players of the Month for November. In the East Division, Ottawa's Will Cranley. In the Central Division, Peter Stratus of the Sudbury Wolves. To the Midwest, Jared Keane of the London Knights. And the Sioux Greyhounds' Cole McKay represents the West Division. Congratulations to the OHL Academic Players of the Month for November. Well, that's going to do it for our show this week. You've been listening to OHL News presented by Bauer. I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us.
More coming up on the Erie Otters Radio Network. You're listening to the UPMC Intermission Report on the Erie Otters Radio Network, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters Signature Sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven.
For fast fire perfection. That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Peachtree Square in Erie.
Few things hurt as much as a family or relationship that begins to unravel, and the longer it goes, the worse it feels. No matter how bad it seems, it doesn't have to be that way. There is hope. If you or a loved one needs help, call Family Services of NWPA today. Counseling is available for families, individuals, and couples. Take the first step at fsnwpa.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters with the lead, 2-1 over the Flint Firebirds. And last second, the Otters going to break with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the frame as Daniel Singer able to be set up on a breakaway just on the bench, or just off the bench, I should say, on a shift change. Defender blows a tire. Singer in all alone. The backhand finish. Otters lead 2-1. Inside the UPMC intermission report, I'm Aaron Cooney here. We're through 40 minutes. Otters ahead. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. 7 of the games out there in the OHL. Oshawa Generals with a 2-1 lead over the Mississauga Steelheads. Sarnia Sting lead the Windsor Spitfires 4-0 through 2 periods. Sudbury Wolves a 5-goal second period. They're up 5-0 over the Barrie Colts with 2 minutes to play in the second. Sault Ste. Marie leads Guelph 3-1 heading into the third period. Scoreless in Gatineau with the Ottawa 67s and the Gatineau Olympics. Scoreless heading into the second period. That's the annual Battle of the Ottawa River, with the Ottawa 67s taking on the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League team. The Kitchener Rangers 2-0 over the North Bay Battalion. London 2-0 over Kingston. We're going to take a break. Third is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this. At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
The 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage and G4 sedan, your choice now, only $99.88 at $149 a month. Did you know that it only takes less than $3 in gas to get from Erie to Meadville, or vice versa in a Mitsubishi Mirage and Mitsubishi G4 sedan? Both vehicles get over 40 miles per gallon highway and come with standard features such as rear view camera, a 7-inch touchscreen, and Bluetooth, along with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Yes, that's right. You can choose either vehicle for only $99.88 at $149 a month. Come see the exciting lineup, including the all-new Eclipse Cross, only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Discount on both vehicles includes $500 dealer APR cash, which requires financing through dealer indirect lending service. Payments are free today, 4 months of 4.9% with TRS approval. Price is prior to tax, title, and license. Discount may not be combined with any other offers.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. We're set for the third period. Otters and Firebirds, 20 minutes on the clock. Otters lead 2-1. A Daniel Singer goal with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second. As Erie ahead by 1 into the man advantage to begin this third. Here come the Otters in right wing side. Set up shot Podubny for Kyle Maximovich. Off of his skate, Durham, and Maximovich charge out towards neutral ice. As Durham chops it on back towards the Otters zone. Drysdale can pick it up here. Fresh ice for the Otters power play. That's 1 for 2 tonight. And on to their third try. Here's Maximovich. Drifts his way across the neutral zone towards me. Hands off to Garrett Podubny inside. And Podubny holds from the corner. He'll go up top, Drysdale. Gives across Kyle Maximovich from the left wing side. He'll trade places with Drysdale. Set him up for a shot, doesn't take it. Erie drops it down low. In front, looking for Podubny off his skate. Gets a shot away, and Vela gets across to make the stop. 53 seconds on the man advantage. Erie looking for a little insurance here. Up by 1. Drysdale for Max Golod. That was defended nicely by Bangs. Erie, though, slings it back down low. Nilsson looking to get there first, and he will. Skies it off the boards. And off the backhand of Yetman, who slowed it down enough. Erie carries back towards their own line, giving ground now. Max Golod towards center ice. Almost taken away and neutral ice by Holmes, but the Otters do skip it inside the zone. Right wing side, here's Garrett Podubny on the back end, wheels behind the net. Wraparound try, saved by Vela, and Garrett Podubny gets it right back. 17 seconds on the power play. Jack Duff center point for Podubny at the right circle. Looks ahead, he'll give right back. It's Duff again. As the Otters survey, they give to Garrett Podubny. Holds it and picks it up off the boards. Podubny for Maximovich off his stick. Reeled in, throw it out in front. Picked off by Phibbs. Man coming out of the box. It's going to be Gordeev trying to get around Jack Duff now. They drop it off for Phibbs. Walks in. Wrist shot. Save made by Dan Murphy. And it's settled here by Duff. Gives out a right wing side. He's flying as Sproul into the zone. Peels off. As he button hooks and hands off. Duff in front. Wrist shot. Save Vela, and he squeezes that right arm to hold on. And gains the whistle with 17:47 to play in the third. 2-1 Otters here from home ice. Looking to make it a 2 in a row over the Firebirds in 6 days. Erie takes the draw back all the way to center. As they regroup, Jack Duff gives the Wismer. As the Firebirds take it away and send it into Erie ice. Looking for the game-tying goal here. 2-1, Otters ahead. Ritz knocked off his skates. Trying to play this one from one knee. Gets up, sends it across the zone. Reeled in by Sproul. And looks ahead for Joe Mack. Be able to gain center ed and send it on in. As McCourt drops it off the near corner. Sproul gets there first, takes it away, sends it out to the front, right to Flint. Here they come. And on out to neutral ice. Jack Wismer, bumped by Martin. He just throws the puck on in. Change on the way here for the Firebirds as the Otters reel things in behind their net. And off goes Drysdale. He was lined up by Yuba. Lost the handle. Golod spins it into the zone. And the Firebirds now, their turn. Counterattack. Gordeev. He'll drop it in far side corner. Ryan Martin spike it back behind his own net. Slowed by Drysdale. As they set it on to Delandria in the circle, but it rolled off his blade. And Chaika carries it out ahead to center ice. The pass from Maximovich is off the mark, and here comes Delandria on the counterattack. Lost the handle. Maximovich the takeaway. Yuba all over him as they crash onto the far boards of the Otters' end. Knocked loose, gathered in by the Otters. Here's Chaika into the offensive zone. Takes one off the body, gives off to Maximovich, and it just bounces over his stick. Hit a man in front, too, and Max Golod. Kishnick holds in. Keppen able to run into the Otters' Max Golod, second-year man, who holds now, gives it right back for Marcus Gillard. And he'll float it on in from the left wing side. Changes for the Otters. As off goes Max Golod. Here's Fedor Gordeev. Out ahead and up off the stick at center red, where it's tipped in by Durham. So Chase Gillard smashes him down on the end boards of the Otters zone. As Hoffman trying to guide this ahead. Stepping through some traffic. Turned around by Vierling. And Erie lifts it out to center ice and allows Chaika to finish off that change as Hoffman provides some trouble here for Kolyachonok. He works his way left wing side and sends it in from just across the Otters blue line. Almost 5 minutes off the clock here in the third period. Erie leads 2-1. A Dan Singer goal, his 4th of the season. Towards the end of the second period, allowed the Otters to jump ahead. As a tie-up back behind the Otters cage. Pried loose by Flint. They guide it up to the point. Kolyachonok still looking for his first in the OHL. Swings it back behind the Erie goal now. Gathered in from the right side. Skating out through neutral ice. Brendan Kishnick. He'll fire it off a stick into the zone, and Ryan Banks can take over. 5 minutes even off the clock here in the third. 2-1 Erie. I'm Aaron Cooney. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday night. It's sent on in by Flint, and that results in an icing call. All the way back we go into Flint territory. Firebirds are 0-22, 1-0, and they trail after 2 periods. And the Otters, well, they certainly do enjoy 1-goal games this season. 8 of their 11 wins have come in 1-goal games. 8-2, 1-0 in that situation. Here's Singer trying to give a cross for Podubny, who backed up. Found a little bit of soft ice, but it's intercepted that pass, and off go the Firebirds. Tuck it into the zone. Back behind, Jack Duff. The man on his back finds Yetman. Tapped ahead by the Otters and Daniel Singer. Inside Flint territory. Turned around by 3 Firebirds. As they settle down a bouncing puck, Jack Duff reaches, couldn't keep it in. As it's forced out by Wismer. And then slowed here. Henry back at his own corner. Fired along to the near side. Henry picks it up from the corner. And up off the skate of Chad Yetman. Erie backhands it up off the glass. Kepman keeps it alive, though. Holds from the half wall. Spins along the near side boards. Avoids Chad Yetman. Back around behind the net. Henry's going to go pick it up. Out of the left wing corner. Out ahead. Knocked out of midair, but it popped around towards neutral ice. As McCourt steps back into the Erie zone. Ducks a check. Left wing side. Here's Riley McCourt. Hammered by Jack Duff on. Gets his lid back on. And now looks for the puck from the near side. They find Kepman behind the goal. Lost the handle. Poked by Henry now. And back in behind the Otters net. It continues this battle. McCourt has it once more. His shot just wide on the glove hand side. And it'll roll out to center ice. And Erie can make a change with 13.5 to go here in the third. Here's Jamie Drysdale. On for Martin. And ahead. Gritz. One touch to right on to the tape of Yuba. And Gritz trying to get that puck back. Pried it loose for a second. And allowed the Otters' Ryan Martin to take over, and Erie looks out. They hit it right off to Delandria. Ducks around one. Wrist shot off the mark on the blocker side. A near gift for Ty Delandria, the Dallas Stars' first-round pick this past NHL draft. Tie up in the near side corner. 3 for the Erie Otters, 2 for the Firebirds, and it's Sproul able to fish it out. And ahead on for Alex Gritz. Played ahead, and that pass is intercepted. Coughed up to Gordeev into the zone left wing side. Flips it ahead towards the circles. Martin on a takeaway back behind the net. Can't get it away from Hunter Holmes. He reverses and swings it near side. Drysdale can get there. And he just knocks it out ahead. And Joe Mack across the line. And Gritz dumps it on in. They moved here by Vela. Swings it around the horn. Fresh bodies on for the Erie Otters. And it's Kyle Maximovich with the takeaway. Back behind the offensive goal now. Trying to get away from Håkan Nilsson inside Flint territory. Kept alive by Kishnick, but it comes onto the circle, and Nilsson reaching. Will get this and pick it back up, give some ground, and hand off to Gordeev. Out towards neutral ice. And settled once more at center here by Flint, as Chaika can take it away as he steps right in front of Winterton. And Max Golod gets enough across the line where it's picked up Chaika to the near side corner. And a 1-goal game here in front for Kyle Maximovich. Never cleanly picked it up. Then sent off the back of the cage. Kishnick steps into one as he jumps into the play. Misfired, and now Marcus Gillard keeps it alive. And they'll trade places as they look to give off. Kishnick pinches in, and it's the defenders keeping it inside the offensive zone for Erie. Wraparound try by Kishnick right through the goal mouth. Now it's Maximovich's turn for Gillard left wing side. Rolls off of his tape. He's bumped there by Winterton. The Firebirds will pick it up. Skip it up off the near wall. Phibbs couldn't clear. Kishnick holds. Here's Chaika now. Looking for Maximovich. Pass off the mark, but Maximovich can pick it up off the wall. Lots of zone time here for the Erie Otters. Trying to threaten now if they can get it on goal. Winterton tied up by Max Golod. And Winterton able to get underneath this one and lift it on back towards Erie ice. Ramped in off the blade of Max Simovic, and a deserved change there for that group. A lot of offensive zone time by the Otters on that one. Nothing to show for it. It remains 2-1 in favor of Erie here on home ice. Sent in by Delandria to the near side corner. Jack Duff, pinned there by Huba. Able to jar it loose on the backhand, and Yetman, he'll find Garrett Podobny with his head down left wing side. Gets into the zone. Poked by Banks and keeps it alive by just sending it to the corner. Kolyachonok reverses it here for a spinning Banks, but it's taken away by Garrett Podobny. To Yetman, able to sidestep a checker. And his centering pass found off the near side wall by Garrett Podobny. He feeds Jack Duff, who just knifes it in further. Gathered in by the Firebirds, and Kepin can't get away from Garrett Podobny. He's a magnet to the puck right now. And the Otters sling it back down deep again. Kolyachonok around the horn, kept alive. Pinched there by Henry. Found by Yetman. Wrist shot. That's off the body of Bangs on the far side. Yuba chipping up the wall. Not out as Henry. Feeds it in deep once more. Out the plate as Vela. Picked up off the wall by Singer. In front for Podobny. And he wasn't ready for the pass. Gordeev can pick this one up. And just bounce it towards the neutralized area. Down goes Curtis Henry. Picked up by the Firebirds. Into the zone they come. Walking into Landry. Pocket picked by Singer. And halfway through this third period, the Otters head back behind their own goal. Changes around for both teams. And it's Jack Duff lugging it out to center ice. Plays it off the tape of Dan D'Amato, who flags it down the near side corner for Hoffman. Overskated. And the Firebirds out ahead to center ice. Across a couple of stripes and right wing side at the blue line. And McCourt follows up as he bumps into his own man, Durham. And Erie gives it right back to Durham. Comes into the backhand towards the slot. Runs into Hoffman. And Erie takes the puck away. Brendan Hoffman, right wing side. For the trailer, D'Amato able to wheel around one man. Has it from the right wing side in the corner. Drive around try. In front, Selin. Backhanded in. I think Hoffman got the last touch on it. Selin was in the neighborhood also. But D'Amato sends it in front and it pops into the net. Erie's up to 3-1. Now you had a pair of Brendans crashing the net. Hoffman and Selin as that one worked towards the front. I'm sure they'll go review of Brendan Hoffman. Nose for the net. Brendan Selin digging also. And now a little discussion with some of our officials right here. We get the all thumbs up, the all clear. We are good to go. A good goal. The Otters lead by 2. It's 3-1 here in the third. As Drysdale, one touch to head for Chaika. You're looking for more now. As Drysdale bumps with a defender back behind the Flint net. It's grabbed there by Fedor Gordeev. And bounces it ahead, and off goes Clark. He'll steer it into the Erie zone. It's settled by Dan Murphy. 8:45 to play in the third. Otters with a 2-goal lead, 3-1 over the Flint Firebirds. As Brendan Hoffman picks up his third of the season. And Dan D'Amato's got a pair of assists here tonight. Otters fans, keep your clothes in top shape with Chido's Dry Cleaners. Complete with an easy, accessible drive-thru and free pickup and drop-off. Chido's Cleaners is second to none. That's Chido's Dry Cleaners, the official dry cleaning service provider of the Erie Otters. Face off to the left of Dan Murphy. There's one back by the Firebirds, kept alive on a backhand play by Kolyachonok and settled by Drysdale. He bounced ahead to center ice, and off goes Peter Chaika. His intended pass from Max Golod intercepted. It's back to the honor zone. Ryan Martin, a couple forecheckers on top of him quickly. Just guides it out to center ice and right back into the zone. Here come the Firebirds. Long range try from Kolyachonok off the mark. It settles on the near boards. Kepin now for Delandria in the faceoff zone. Gets some room. Wrist shot. He missed. Just fired on that glove hand side. Gets it right back off the end boards. Here's Yuba behind the goal for Kepin. Knocked away by the Otters towards the boards, and Kyle Maximovich can just poke it around Kolyachonok and in down deep. 8 minutes to go here. Steal by the Otters. Golod to Kishnik at the point. Shot, stave made. Vela. No rebound on that one with 7:55 to go. Otters fans, Dean's and True Moon Milk is the official milk choice of the Erie Otters. Pick up a gallon today. That's Dean's and True Moon. Meadowbrook Milk. So Luke Kaplan scratched today, serving his suspension. Missed both of these two games against the Erie Otters. They call up Evan Morrison, who was taken one pick ahead of Dan Murphy. 300th overall, Murphy 301 in the 2016 OHL priority selection. Wrist shot off the mark from Joe Mack. And then chopped ahead to center ice by Flint. Vela, the start here, a third rounder in 2014 by the London Knights. Spent last year with the Mississauga Steelheads. Here's Joe Mack guiding it back on into the offensive zone for Emmett Sproul back behind the net. He's rubbed into the play by Ryan Banks. Skip towards the front of that here, popped through the air, and Erie quickly after it is Joe Mack. Well, he's going to keep this one alive. Now to Gritz with some room, right wing side, walks out in front, and the shot is sticked away by Vela. Held by Gillard. His point shot, glove save, Vela, no rebound. And we'll hold to that one with 7:08 to go here in the third. The Otters, when leading after two, they grabbed that lead on the Dan Singer goal with just 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second. To jump ahead, they're 4-0 when they lead after the second period. Add a little insurance as Brendan Hoffman gets credit for the third Erie Otters goal from Daniel D'Amato. Give the Otters a 3-1 lead. Phibbs countering left wing side for the Firebirds. His shot sticked away by Murphy and onto the corner as a rebound. Battled for and settled as Yetman almost picked off as they pinched in. Kolyachonok almost read that one. But yet Singer was able to get a stick on it. Here's Podubny back the other way. To the front here. Just guided wide of the glove hand side by Dan Singer. Kind of ramped up on him on the heel of his stick. And they fight for it back behind the net. Singer comes away with it. Walks on to the far side. Looking for the backdoor play for Garrett Podubny. That pass was defended. Singer wrapped up back behind the net. Garrett Podubny takes over. And in behind the goal for Singer. He'll wait. Bodied up. Try the near side. Well, the man draped all over him. Knocking him down is Kolyachonok to the puck. Almost got it back, Daniel Singer. As Kepin almost handed it off. But they'll find Phibbs out the center to dump it on in. That's where Curtis Henry looking to take over. Delandria. Well, there's no quit here, and Ty Delandria almost had that puck pried away from Curtis Henry back behind his own net. Thought he had a lot more time with it. But here comes Erie to center as Brendan Sellen has it swept off of his stick to the near boards. Firebirds take over. Bangs lost his twig on the play, but it's Yuba the other way. Long range try, blocked by the Otters. Henry wrap around from behind the goal, and it squirts on wide here back behind the Otters net once more. Firebirds again find it. They look to the point. Gordeev waits, traffic in front, sends one towards the net, and that's off his stick wide. Gathered by Jamie Drysdale, creates a little space for himself, and his pass off the mark. Sellen couldn't reel it in, and it's on for Ryan Bangs of the Firebirds. Now Gordeev just lofted on in, rolling puck on its edge, settled by Murphy for Ryan Martin. He'll reverse it for his D partner, Jamie Drysdale, in a 3-1 hockey game with 5:10 to play here in the third period. As the Otters send it to center, McCourt gloves it down. The defender, he's got the goal here tonight for the Firebirds, a power play marker to open the scoring back in the first. Fouled by Dan D'Amato. He'll escape his own end. The pass out of the reach of Brendan Sellen. Again, the Firebirds reset. Kolyachonok across the Otters line. Looking to hand off to Holmes. It's taken away. Trying to get it back, Kolyachonok. Chaika was on his back. And ahead, it was played by Drysdale. Backhander opportunity for Kyle Maximovich. slowly comes to Vela, who smothers it up with 4:38 to play. Third period, 3-1 Erie here from the Erie Insurance Arena. The Otters looking for their 12th win on the season. As the Otters do trail for that final playoff spot. 3 points behind the Kitchener Rangers. We just saw the North Bay Battalion tie them up in the second period at 2. Maximovic throws it to the goal and off the pillows of Vela. Here's Golod, able to prod it towards the goaltender. And nicely protected was Vela with his defenders around him, and he covers it up once more. Saginaw Spirit in town tomorrow night. Take on the Erie Otters here. The final Saturday game here before the holiday break for the Erie Otters on home ice. They'll head to the road next week. Stops in Windsor, Sarnia, and then London on Sunday to round things out. Erie will finish with an even, if you look at the halfway point, 17 home games and finish up with 34. Perfect. Evenly halved on the season. Golan after it in the corner. Throws it towards the front. Maximovic trying to get there in time, but it comes to Vela, who slows things down. Kyle Maximovic a little pushing and shoving. Battling with Jacob Winterton there. Maximovic and Riley McCourt, they were going after each other the entire game on Saturday night. You haven't seen that matchup much here tonight. As shift chains around here. With 4:07 to go. From the Erie Insurance Arena, Joe Mack steps in against Holmes. One back by Joe Mack on the draw. Henry from the point. No, he hit his own man. Joe Mack, who won the faceoff to him. Onto the near corner board. Sproul puts Kolyachonok into the wall. Now Joe Mack, and a penalty on the way here. And I think this one's coming to Joe Mack. Got the stick up on a Riley McCourt back behind the net. And the second power play chance of the night for Flint. 1-for-1. As they scored just their third power play goal on the road the entire season. Back in the first period on the McCourt goal. As they look to draw within one, Joe Mack will sit down for high sticking. Just a 2, and it looks like we may see a timeout. There it is, coming from the Flint bench. Head coach Eric Wellwood, who took over in mid-October after Ryan Houlihan stepped down. And Eric Wellwood was an assistant coach with the Oshawa Generals, well, from 2014 to 2016, part of that Memorial Cup team that downed the Connor McDavid-led Erie Otters in May of 2015. And most recently, he was at the University of Windsor as an assistant coach before taking the job as head coach of these Firebirds. He'll draw something up with the timeout. 3:54 to go in the third. The Otters holding a 2-goal lead. 3-1. As Brendan Hoffman added a little bit of insurance for the Erie Otters. Draw will be to the left of Dan Murphy. Flint with just 24 goals scored in the third period. That's the second least of OHL teams. As they battle for it in the far side corner. Goaltender pulled. Vela is off for a 6-on-4 advantage. Erie with the PK on the Planet Fitness penalty kill. They can aim for the net, empty net as much as they want here. No icing with the man in the box. Jostling continues over the far side corner. Podubny lost his helmet, so he's got to head off to the bench. Kolyachonok now. They get a new man on. It's Maximovic Delanger from the face-off circle. Blocked by Curtis Henry as that shot skips up out of play. Heads-up play by the Erie Otters with Garrett Podubny ineligible here. He had to get his helmet, or leave his helmet and head off to the bench. Erie quickly got a man on. and Kyle Maximovich to make sure it still had a fourth guy out there. So it's 6-on-4 with a goaltender pulled. Joe Mack in the penalty box. Erie ahead 3-1 with 94 seconds on the man advantage for the Firebirds. Trying to climb within one on this power play. Kolyachonok, left side, sets up Gordeev center point. Now right side calling for it. Delandra fires. That was blocked by Ryan Martin. Delandra holds and hands off. Bouncing puck, kept alive by Gordeev. Hit shot through traffic, save, and it's knocked off the side of the cage as it bounced out of the far wall. And Erie will sky this one. Rolling puck, skips and will slow down as Kolyachonok gets back. And they rate a prospect for the upcoming draft after claimed on waivers by the Firebirds from the London Knights. In the left wing side, here's Delandra. Nice move, walks in. His shot saved by Murphy. And he'll pounce on the rebound with Keppen providing the chase in front. Face off to the right of the Otters, Dan Murphy. On the tie-up, Delandra, little hope from his wingers to knock it on the wall, but crashing is Peter Chaika, continues to work it up the near side wall, and it'll get out to center, and he skips it on down ice. 3-1 Erie. And a power play here for the Flint Firebirds as Delandra knocked down, hit heavy by Peter Chaika right at the line. But the puck does get in deep. They send it out for Kolyachonok at the point. Back along the near side wall. Quickly for Durham. Walks in. Shot is blocked by Martin. Backhanded up but not out. Kept alive by Delandra, and he sends it back towards his own goal. Look out towards the empty net. It's in! An own goal here from Erie. And the Otters take a 4-1 lead. Well, Delandra, after that shot block, was just trying to send it on for his defender, Kolyachonok, at the center point area. And he was just getting reset, Kolyachonok. And it had enough steam on it here towards the end of the third period to cross that goal line. And we'll have to wait and see who will get credit for it. I think coming off of that block, you're going to see one of the defenders, I would imagine, get credit. But we'll wait and see. The Otters, the lead now 3. We have seen a couple own goals here from the Erie Insurance Arena this season. Windsor Spitfire scored on their own net back a month ago. Mississauga mishap in front of their goal as well. There's a shot from the point that goes wide. Out of the box is Joe Mack. Even strength now. Chad Yetman will get credit for the unassisted goal after Delandra accidentally put it in his own net. It was Jean-Luc Foudy, the Windsor Spitfires, who put one in his own goal with an empty net on a delayed penalty for the Windsor Spitfires. And the first matchup of the season back in October. Back in on the near side wall. Podubny can get it out to center ice. And in the final 75 seconds of this hockey game, Gordeev. He'll flip it on towards Erie ice. Kishnick takes from Marcus Gillard on the D-to-D pass. And now the final minute of play. With the Otters holding to this now 3-goal lead, 4-1 after the own goal on the empty net by the Firebirds. Kolyachonok across the line into the zone. Winterton shot. That one, skip and knuckled towards the net just wide. Winterton gets it back on the centering pass. Swept away by Murphy to the near side boards. Podubny in the final 40. To Marcus Gillard. Trying to gain possession out of the corner. Just evaded him a bit as he knuckles it over for his partner, Kishnick, who's shoved by Phibbs. Able to play the puck, though, as Phibbs finds it once more, bouncing on to the near side circle. Heads behind the Otters net. Kishnick roughs up Phibbs back behind the goal. D'Amato in there as well. Phibbs again reaching, but it's going to be gathered in by Marcus Gillard. And ahead for Kara Podubny as Gillard up off the skate of Ryan Bangs. And with 10 seconds left, the Firebirds into the zone one more time. Phibbs shot. That skips wide off the mark. 5 seconds to go as the Erie Otters will watch the time roll off the clock and down the Flint Firebirds. Final score 4-1. As Dan Murphy picks up win number 11 on the season. And the Erie Otters will await the Saginaw Spirit here tomorrow night at the Erie Insurance Arena. As we'll head for a break, the Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show. Right after this, you're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
This holiday season, my good friend gave to me 7 Powerball tickets, 6 match 6 chances, 5 cash points, 4 cash for lives, 3 pick 3s, 2 Mega Millions.
Pennsylvania lottery tickets make great gifts, like the new Cash Kringle, with top prizes of $100,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
And best wishes from the lottery.
Hockey is back in the city of Erie, and you won't want to miss any of the hard-hitting, fast-paced Erie Otters action at the Erie Insurance Arena. Bring in the new year with the Erie Otters when they take on the Hamilton Bulldogs Monday, December 31st at 6 p.m. for the UPMC New Year's Eve celebration. Don't miss the NHL stars of tomorrow, today. Get your tickets at the Erie Insurance Arena box office, online at ottershockey.com, or by calling 814-452-4857.
What sedan lets you hit the road and not the gas station? With an average of 37 miles per gallon highway, it's a 2018 Nissan Sentra. This compact sedan has a sporty profile thanks to its sleek aerodynamic design. It also has other great standard features like Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. The 2018 Nissan Sentra. 0 down for only $199 a month. Sign and drive. What's the best-selling SUV in America? It's the Nissan Rogue. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. The Rogue has standard features such as zero-gravity seats, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and rear cross-traffic alert. 0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive. Stop in and meet the Rogue family at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peach Street.
18 Nissan Sentra, selling price $19,247, VIN JY320068. 18 Nissan Rogue, selling price $26,100, VIN JP503998. Both leases 12,000 miles per year for 36 with Tier 1 credit approval through NMAC. Lease payment is plus tax, title, license, stock fee, and $595 acquisition fee.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. I'm Aaron Cooney. It's the Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show. Duskus Martin working tirelessly to give your loved ones dignity. As the Otters down the Flint Firebirds 4-1. Third time this season as the Otters will take the season series, and they're going to see them finish off this season series against the Flint Firebirds in just a few weeks. As right after the Christmas break, Erie goes on a Michigan swing. They'll take on and visit the Saginaw Spirit for the first time this year. And then also see the Flint Firebirds, their first game after the break on December the 28th. I'm Aaron Cooney. Let's recap and see how we got there as the Otters used 4 unanswered goals to take the game tonight 4-1. And it all started in the first, as it would be the Flint Firebirds opening the scoring. At 11:04, Riley McCourt, after a nice hold-in by Ty Delandria, he feeds McCourt along the blue line and just sails it through. Traffic in front. I don't think Murphy ever really saw it. The power play goal for the Firebirds makes it 1-0. The Otters able to answer right back. A man advantage opportunity of their own in a minute 16 after the Firebirds opened the scoring. Erie's going to find Garrett Podubny for his 15th of the season, his 6th power play goal on the year. As he buries it from the right wing circle, set up by Kyle Maximovich and Jamie Drysdale. That assist for Maximovich brings him into a tie with Brad Boyes for his 168th assist. So one more, Kyle Maximovich tied for third in assists in Otters history. And then he'll just trail this Connor McDavid guy by 100, who has 188 by 20. And a lot of work to get to Dylan Strome, who has the Otters record with 240 assists in his OHL career. 1-1 game after 1 period of play. And it'd take a little bit into the second period, as there was some back and forth. The Firebirds, a tough bounce for the Firebirds. And, man, if you just can sum up their season in two plays, we'll get to one later on, but this one, I thought they had the better of the second period. I thought they generated a little more offense, and they kept the Otters for the most part to some outside stuff, but that's just the way it goes. One bounce as the defender blows a tire right at the blue line. Erie was making their way into the offensive zone. They find Daniel Singer because of that defender going down. All he had to do is skate in all by himself. A backhand finish. Singer has his fourth of the season. And the Otters ahead 2-1 with the goal coming at 17:58. And now into the third. Erie looking for a little insurance. The fourth line out there. Grinded. And Dan D'Amato, who had the primary assist on the Daniel Singer goal in the second, he's going to set up Brendan Hoffman. As D'Amato heads behind the net, taking this puck in on the charge from the right wing side, throws it to the front. Lots of traffic in front. Brendan Selm was crashing too, but the last stick on it belongs to number 91, and Hoffman has his third of the season. And the Erie Otters are ahead by 2, 3-1. Yeah, but while in the offensive zone, on the forecheck, it's Joe Mack who took a penalty, sends the Otters down a man. And using their timeout with just a little under 3 minutes to go, the Flint Firebirds elect to pull the goaltender for a 6-on-4 power play opportunity as the Otters block a shot in front. Goes off the body of the Otters' Chad Yetman. Ty Delandra picks up that rebound off the body, off the block, and just tries to dish it out to Vladislav Kolyachonok. And the pass just out of his reach, and there was just enough on it. As this thing, you could just see it. If you're looking at that other play that I mentioned, that kind of sums up that this Firebird season. It was this one. This puck had enough on it. It goes all the way down the ice. And across the goal line as Ty Delandria puts it in his own net from the Otters circles. And the Otters take a 4-1 lead. Chad Yetman gets credit for the goal. As for Chad Yetman, that snaps a little bit of a goalless drought for him. His 12th of the season for the Otters. Second-year man. And for Yetman, his first in 5 hockey games. As the Otters hold on from there. 4 unanswered. They down the Firebirds 4-1 here from the Erie Insurance Arena. They'll take the season series 3-0 as it stands right now. The final visit to the Dordt Federal Event Center on December the 28th. The first game for the Erie Otters when they return back from the holiday break. And they go on to the road. Visit Flint, visit Saginaw. As the Saginaw Spirit, they're in town tomorrow night. Final time for you to catch the Erie Otters on home ice before the Christmas break. They won't be back until New Year's Eve on December 31st, but tomorrow Otters host the Saginaw Spirit, who are looking to regain some traction on this season. They were originally one of the favored teams to come out of to win the West Division, and they were the sexy pick to make to come out of the Western Conference with the Saginaw Spirit up-and-coming hockey club, but they're going through a coaching change of their own right around Christmas time as they got rid of Troy Smith and really have been struggling since, running a 2-game losing streak coming into the Erie Insurance Arena tomorrow night. Take on the Otters 4-5-0-1 in their last 10. They down the Erie Otters 4-3 back in October. And then the Otters, still got to go twice to Saginaw a little bit later on. But we're going to wrap things up here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Time to take a look at tonight's Ironworkers local union number 3's Iron Men of the Game with tonight's 3 stars. As the third star, Daniel Singer of the Erie Otters. The game-winning goal as it would stand coming at the end of the second period. Second star is Dan Murphy. Picks up win number 11 on the season. Already 5 more than he had all of last year. As the Otters get win number 12 on the season. In win 7 here on home ice. Dan D'Amato, the number 1 star. The Otters rookie forward, 2 assists on the night, both primaries as he set up Dan Singer and sets up Brendan Hoffman for the insurance. As the Otters down the Firebirds 4-1, the final here from the Erie Insurance Arena. 2,932 on attendance here on a Friday night. And we'll invite everybody back tomorrow to do it again. The Honors taking on the other Michigan team with the Saginaw Spirit in town. 7 o'clock face-off from the Erie Insurance Arena. If you can't make it, we'll have it for you right here on the Honors Radio Network. As always, 15 minutes prior to the start of the hockey game, the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by the Sheridan Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. 7 other games out in the OHL on a busy Friday night. As the Mississauga Steelheads down the Oshawa Generals 3-2. Sarnia with a 4-1 lead over the Windsor Spitfires with 2.5 to play. Sudbury with a 5-1 lead over the Barrie Colts midway through the third period. Sault Ste. Marie holding to a 4-2 lead with 6.5 to play from the third in Sault Ste. Marie over the Guelph Storm. Gatineau and Ottawa, they're tied at 1 after 40 minutes. Kitchener and North Bay, they're tied at 2 heading into the third period as the Honors, they're chasing the Kitchener Rangers right now. Hoping the North Bay Battalion can do them a solid as the Honors climb within 1 point of the Kitchener Rangers for the final playoff spot in the Western Conference, that 8th spot. With the Kitchener Rangers on a 0-3 streak, so if North Bay can help them out, a little help in the standings, Erie can have a chance to leapfrog them tomorrow night. And the London Knights, a 6-0 lead over the Kingston Frontenacs as they head into the second intermission. That'll wrap things up on the Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show. I'm Aaron Cooney. I want to thank Anna Ashcraft back in studio, guiding us through here this evening, pushing the buttons for us. So thanks, Anna. As we say goodnight here from the Erie Insurance Arena. 4 unanswered for the Erie Otters as they down the Flint Firebirds 4-1. They get 2 straight over Flint, and the Otters on the bit of a winning streak here as they host the Saginaw Spirit tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll step for a break, and, well, now that's going to do this for the show. Saying goodnight here from the Erie Insurance Arena. You've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to Erie Otters Hockey on WRIE Erie. Follow all the action throughout the season on the new home of the Erie Otters, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
To 9970. Let the professionals at Coast One Financial Group fight to get you the new start you deserve. Again, that's 1-800-312-9970.
Are you or someone you love one of the nearly